So walk-off in the 11th last night for you. How exciting.
Oh, no, don't start doing this weird thing again. Okay, check. Check. They're getting myself. Oh, now I'm not getting the weird fuzzing thing.
It's time.
It's time.
10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Blast off.
It's time for Hastings Sodbuster Baseball.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner will be going. This is the payoff pitch. Let's see if Shea can get out of the inning here. The kick and deliver. Swung on it, missed it, got him. 12 strikeouts for Shea Shanneman. That one hits to left field. Making the left fielder go back. Keep going back, and that thing is going to be gone. It's out of here. Holy moly, Cole Evans. 370 feet. Cole Evans got a hold of that thing. Wow. That one hit to short. Cervantes is second, back to first, and they get him. Nicely turned double play there, the old 6-4-3, and there's 2 down. Their double play tonight turned by the Busters.
Sodbuster Baseball is on the air.
All right, good evening, everybody. It is Josh Salmon, Nate Miller from booth number 3 at Duncan Field on a very, very warm evening. Let's take a look at your forecast here from the National Weather Service in Hastings. It's hot. James Brown would say, "Hey, it's hot." No more impressions tonight. 94 degrees right now, 10 miles an hour is the wind out of the southwest. So a little slower wind than yesterday, and the temperature about the same as game time yesterday. A little warmer down on the field, but boy, it is going to be a warm one tomorrow here in Hastings, 98. Guys hit the road Thursday for Fremont, probably going to be warm up there as well, 95 here. Back again Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And looks like it'll cool off. Chance of a little bit of rain on Saturday, but otherwise looking good on Sunday. And Busters wrap up their regular season at home this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday versus Wheat City. So last night pulled off the 11-inning win against Fremont. A big, big win for the Busters. What a pitching performance last night by the 3 pitchers. First of all, Schneider started off and did a terrific job. Looking at the numbers here on Schneider, even though he didn't get the decision on it. Jeremy went 5 2/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, no runs, against Fremont, which is a hard thing to say usually. 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Jacob Shaw came in. He gave up 1 run in 3 1/3 innings on 2 hits, 3 strikeouts for him. And then Matt Hallback, who ended up being the winning pitcher, came in and pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 run. It was earned, a walk, and a strikeout. So remember, it was 1-1 going in to the well, look at the scoreboard here. Let's see. So it was 1-1 going into the 7th, and then he ended the game 1-1. Well, the 9th inning 1-1, and then they put up another run in the 11th, and Buster's able to answer back as well and win it 3-2. So a fun game. Buster's 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Fremont 2 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors. You look at the left on base for the teams. Fremont left 11 on base, and Hastings left 10 on base. So a lot more opportunities there, but it was a good pitching performance, even for Meredith over there. Nolan Meredith for Fremont got the start. He went 6 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, only 1 earned run, walking 2, striking out 6. Chase Reynolds took the loss in 4 innings of work, 3 hits, 2 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and a strikeout in that game. So what a pitching performance. Chandler Wagner was very, very happy with his guys, and didn't have anything bad to say about his team, which is good. I mean, not that he normally does, but I'm just saying he liked the way they were all firing on all cylinders. The defense was solid. They got the hits. I thought maybe they just left too many guys on base, but it ended up working out in the end. And we'll talk to Chandler Wagner here in a little bit. We'll also take a look at your lineups. 94 degrees right now at Duncan Field. Josh Salmon with you on the pregame show for Sodbuster Baseball. First pitch at 6:35.
Adams County Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience. A place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Welcome back to the Sodbuster pregame show. Josh Salmon with you here. Booth number 3 at Duncan Field. 94 degrees right now as we have the Moo back in town. And Moo here tonight and tomorrow. And then the Busters hit the road for Fremont on Thursday. So 3 games here, 1 there. And then Busters return home for the last homestand of the year against the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Hope to see you out in the next couple nights. All right. I'd like to see the viewers and the fans come out to the game here. Well, let's take a look at the hitting last night for these teams. Wasn't a whole lot. I mean, there was 14 hits, but there wasn't a whole lot of runs scored. Matt Hallback had a great night, and how fitting that he scored the winning run last night for the Busters. He had 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 of the 3 RBIs. J.T. Cafferty had 2 hits, an RBI, and Nick Carlson, of course, with the winning RBI. We'll talk to Nick here in just a little bit as well. Strikeouts, Busters did strike out 7 times. Fremont struck out 6 times. You look at their lineup, they only had 2 guys with multi-hits. It was Luke White and Darian Morphew. Both those guys in the lineup tonight as well. Omar Jackson came in last night. It's good to see him back. A little bit of a hamstring he's been nursing, but he is in the starting lineup tonight And we'll take a look at those lineups here in just a little bit. I had a chance to visit with Coach Wagner last night. It was a late game, so I just kind of wrapped up the post-game show, but I turned around as I'm packing up some gear, and he was right there like he always is. I always appreciate that. Here is that interview.
All right, joined by Chandler Wagner, the manager, as the Busters win third in a row. Boy, what a nail-biter this was. Back-and-forth battle. Your guys never gave up.
Yeah, that was a great game. Pitching on both sides was awesome. Defense on both sides was awesome. I think that's like 3 games in a row now we've had an error, which has been huge for us. I don't know, when you give up the free 90s, that's when we get ourselves into trouble, and we've been doing a better job of that lately.
Able to capitalize there in the last inning. Had a chance in the 10th to win it. Couldn't quite do it. Come out with the runner on base. They get Dawson in, just some small balls, some bunting, getting some things moved around. I like the way you ran that.
Yeah, Omar did a great job of getting that bunt down, and I thought if we bunted in that they would take the bat out of Matson's hands, which they did, but Hallback clutched up for us, and then Nick to get it done, which was great for him. I'm happy for him.
3 hits for Hallback tonight. You waved Matson around third. He was thrown out at home. It was a shallow play to left. It was a gutsy call. Didn't pay off, but you end up winning the game anyways.
Yeah, this grass is tough to make reads. Sometimes it'll help you, sometimes it'll hurt you, and I thought we had a pretty good chance to score there. It took a perfect throw to get him out at the plate, and that's what they did. So.
How's the leg feeling with Omar? We know he had a little bit of hamstring issue going on. Looked like he ran okay tonight.
Yeah, he's doing all right. Tried to get him a day off, but with kind of a shallow bench right now, we had to get him in there today. So I think he's doing all right, though.
Everybody pitched, like you said, good. Hallback did great. Shaw gave up only the 1 run. Schneider, what an outstanding start for him. He was solid all night long. When he missed, he didn't miss by much.
Yeah, he was awesome. All their guys, I think that's been the difference even going back to this Western Nebraska series we just had. Our bullpen guys are starting to pick each other up, and it's starting to go a long way for us.
Anytime you can hold Fremont to 2 runs, especially earning that second run in an extra inning, you got to tip your hat to your guys.
Yeah, it's been tough to get a win against these guys, and we've been struggling against them, and for them to go out there and compete the way they did, I thought that was huge.
2 new guys on the team. Obviously, all nice to have some extra blood out there. Some guys who can pinch hit. You got a pitcher out there, another arm. That's going to be helpful this late in the season.
Yeah, I mean, all the arms we can get right now are huge for us. We need bodies, so it's a big pickup for us.
Look at the overall picture, and I know you don't look at the standings a whole lot, but it's kind of an uphill climb here for you guys. But you could also play spoiler as well. You strung 3 wins together in a row. If you keep that going, you can keep things going and play spoiler for Fremont or Western Nebraska, either one of them.
Yeah, and I think our guys know that. So I don't know, they're playing good baseball, and hopefully they keep it rolling.
Road trip looked like it went pretty well. You guys had some home runs. Some guys had some clutch hits. It was a fun road trip, it looked like, for the guys, and they got to see the Mount Rushmore as well.
Yeah, it was cool. It's never been there before. I've only been to South Dakota one other time, so it was cool to get to stop with the guys and get to see some stuff along the way.
Logan Johnstone, I know his leg was bothering him a little bit. How's he feeling?
I think he's good too. Yeah, he could have played the outfield tonight, but I wanted to give him a day off, so I think he'll be back in the lineup tomorrow.
Nice. You really didn't use that many arms tonight. You had Schneider, you had Shaw, you had Hallback go in there. Shaw 2 nights in a row, so he's probably not going to pitch tomorrow. But who are you looking for tomorrow? Any idea yet?
I mean, Bigham's always been one of those guys at the back end of a game that can come in and shut the door. So I think he'll be available tomorrow. And Melvin didn't throw today or yesterday, so he'll be fine too. So I think we'll be all right.
Okay, any idea who the starter will be?
Schroeder, I think, is going to start for us tomorrow. So hopefully we can get a quality start out of him and eat some innings away and piece it together.
Very good. And you hold Fremont to just 6 hits. That's an accomplishment as well, and it's nice to see the errors on the other side of the field.
Yeah, and it was just a good game all the way around. So for our guys to find a way to battle back in that last half, which was great. And I don't know, we're starting to compete the way I've wanted to all summer, and it's been fun to watch.
Sidebuster manager Chandler Wagner. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, there we go. Chandler Wagner very excited about last night's win. And who wasn't? To walk off in the 11th, the Busters had a chance with Trevor Madsen being waved around third. And I kind of wondered on the play there, but I figured the manager knew what he was doing. And I think the ball was hit a little more shallow than he thought. And the left fielder, Morphew, got the ball in quickly and threw it to home, and they got Madsen out. But Busters didn't give up, battled back, got a bunt, got the runners moved over to third, and then Nick Carlson just hit a single and got the run in for the winning run. So Busters end up winning it in 11. We'll talk to Nick Carlson here in a little bit. Let's take a look at your starting lineups here on the broadcast. And for tonight, for the Fremont Moo, Shea Bennett is their manager. Here's the lineup he's sending out there. It is Tyler Push leading things off in center field. Saw Push last night out there again. Darian Morphew batting, he's in right field tonight, batting second. E.J. Taylor leads the league in a couple different categories. We'll talk about him as he comes up. He is batting third at first base. Luke White is the DH tonight, batting cleanup. Austin Baskin moves over to shortstop. He is batting fifth. Ryan Koski in the game tonight. He is batting sixth in left field. Trey Nichols back behind the dish again, batting seventh. You have Peyton Leeper back at third base, batting eighth. And Dylan Sears is batting ninth, playing second base with Shea Zetterman on the bump, as they say. Okay, so again, it is Push, Morphew, Taylor, White, Baskin, Koski, Nichols, Leeper, and Sears, with Zetterman on the hill for Fremont. Omar Jackson leads things off for the Busters. Good to see him back in the lineup as well. He will be in center field. Cole Dawson at second base, batting second. Trevor Madsen at first base, batting third. Matt Hallbeck, 3 hits last night, back in the lineup in the cleanup spot again in right field. Logan Johnstone moved down to the fifth spot. Good to see him back in the field. He'll be playing left field. JT Cafferty is the DH tonight. He is batting sixth. Nick Carlson, winning hit last night. He is batting seventh behind the plate. Luke Solis is the shortstop, batting eighth. And Jack Lombardi batting ninth at third base, with Jake Schroeder, as Coach mentioned, on the hill. Omar Jackson, Cole Dawson, Trevor Madsen, Matt Herbeck, Logan Johnstone, JT Cafferty, Nick Carlson, Luke Solis, and Jack Lombardi with Jake Schroeder on the hill. We'll take a break, come back, and hear from Nick Carlson, last night's hero of the day, as he had the winning hit. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Team.
Yeah, that was a hell of a win.
Odyssey. Casual, modern, and innovative cuisine, drinks, and service in the heart of downtown Hastings. The website is odysseydowntown.com. Call for reservations 402-834-3811. Odyssey. Reservations are required for lunch and dinner. Carryout orders taken on the day of carryout only. 834-3811. A sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
My husband and I love to live in Nebraska.
It's the good life.
We always vacation here.
Love those Nebraska state parks.
We love to eat here.
Where are you going to get a better steak?
And we love to play here, especially Nebraska Pick 5 from the Nebraska Lottery. It has a $50,000 starting jackpot, drawing 7 days a week, and all the proceeds go back to our state.
Hey, honey, this weekend, let's buy some Nebraska Pick 5 tickets, go to a state park, and grill some steaks.
Like our first date.
I'm no amateur.
Top prize odds 1 in 501,000.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
All right, welcome back. Sodbuster Baseball. It is Josh Salmon along with you. Steve Stein will be along with you a little later as well. And we have Nate Miller, of course, running our TV cameras on the YouTube feed. You can watch on YouTube every home game. And if you miss it, you can go back and watch it again, too. We have some people that do that. I think sometimes the players go back and watch it, too, on the game. You can Mixler Radio. You can listen on there as well. If you don't have a chance to watch it and you're at work or something, just turn on Mixler. And the cool thing about Mixler is you don't have to have a sign-in. You just go to the Sodbusters website. It says MixLR. Click on that, and you can listen. It's that easy, all right? So very, very cool. YouTube as well. You don't have to have a sign-in. Just go to our link, which is also on the Facebook page and Twitter page and Sodbusters homepage. You can get there and click on it and watch that way as well. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Fremont, 2-game losing streak for them. Sodbusters, 3-game winning streak. And look at the standings here in the second half, because remember, Western Nebraska won the first half, so the winner of the second half will play the winner of the first half. And right now, the leading team in the second half is Fremont. Okay, but they're only 2 games up on Spearfish. Fremont is 16-6 in the second half. 2-game losing streak, 7-3 in their last 10 games. Spearfish has a 2-game winning streak. They're 14-8, also 7-3. Sioux Falls, 3 games back. They are 13-9. Western Nebraska is right at 500, 10-10. Hastings is at 9-14, 7.5 back. And Pure Trappers are 6-16, 10 games back. By the way, Pioneers 5 games back. In the Lewis Division, Source Valley Sabre Dogs are only 1 game up in first place on Badland Big Sticks. They've really played good the second half after having kind of a tough first half. Mining City Tommyknockers in the second half have only 2 games back. Canyon County Spuds 3 games back. Wheat City Whiskey Jacks will be here this weekend. They're 7 games back. And Casper Horseheads 7.5 games back. So very close race there as well. Let's look at the overall picture here for the standings for both halves thus far. Fremont is leading the Clark division by a half game over Spearfish. All right, so that's interesting. So Spearfish definitely cheering for the Sodbusters tonight. Western Nebraska pulled off a big win, snapping a 7-game losing streak last night. They are now 2 games back as all. So it's a very, very close race. Sioux Falls Sunfish 9 out. Hastings Sodbusters 19 out. Pure Trappers 20 out. In the Lewis division, Source Valley Saber Dogs 5.5 game lead on Badland Big Sticks. Mining City Tommyknockers in third at 8. This is overall. Wheat City Whiskey Jacks 14.5 games back, as is the Canyon County Spuds, and Casper Horseheads are 21 games back with a 14-37 record. So there's your overall standings for and the second half. So we'll see how teams do. It's interesting there how Spearfish is now only a half a game back. And a couple wins last night, a couple losses, and you just never know, do you? You just don't know. We'll look at let's look at the scoreboard from last night. Should we do that? Let's see what Spearfish did last night. And Spearfish won 11-4. That's Western Nebraska won yesterday as well. So fun times there for all the guys, I'm sure, and that's going to be a close race. Moo 2-game losing streak. Busters with a 3-game winning streak. And good to see smiles on the guys' faces down there. A couple new Sodbusters if you missed it. They are officially on the roster. You have number 18, a Grand Island guy. If you're from Grand Island, you'll know the name Jaden Jurgensmeyer, a pitcher. And also another catcher to back up Nick Carlson. Give his legs a rest if they needed. Braden Robinson chance to contribute with the Sodbusters here the rest of the season. Those 2 Grand Island guys. So always nice to have some new blood here this time of year, some season, get some fresh arms in. It's also a great experience for the guys to get some college at-bats because, you look at these are high school kids, and then how often you get a chance to play summer college baseball and see what things are going to be like. Not too often, so it's a good opportunity for those guys to do exactly that. Well, last night's game, just a pitching battle. All right, 3-2 the final. I mean, when you hold the Moo to two runs, you should be very proud of yourself, and you won the game. Schneider did a great job. Went through the first 5 innings, just giving up 3 hits and no runs. He didn't give up a run in that time. He did walk 2. And he went to, in the 6th inning, got in a little bit of trouble there. Gave up a couple hits. Shaw came in, gave up a couple hits, struck out a couple guys, and then Matt Hallback finished off very strongly. Did give up the 1 run, but ended up getting the win on that one. Is a good game pitched by Nolan Meredith as well, with just the 1 run given up. The loss went to Chase Reynolds, who went 4 innings, and it was later in the game as the Busters. Look at that 11th inning. Busters had a walk, so they had a sac bunt by Omar. That was in the 10th, excuse me. So, they had a walk, 3 singles, an intentional walk, and that last single coming from Nick Carlson scoring Matt Hallback. And the Busters end up winning it there. So what a good 11th inning. You start off in the extra innings with a guy on second base. And so Fremont did too. They were able to capitalize on it in the 11th inning and not able to capitalize on it again with the 1 run. Busters able to get 1 to tie it and 2 to win it there with the walk-off from Nick Carlson. I had a chance to talk to Carlson, and it's a very short interview because he's a man of few words, but I appreciate his time as he was heading down the bullpen to warm up today's pitcher. So walk-off in the 11th last night for you. How exciting a moment was that?
It was super exciting. I was just glad that we could get a win since we've been struggling recently.
Talk about your pitching staff. You caught all 3 guys last night. Those guys did an outstanding job. When you hold Fremont to only 2 runs the entire game, that's something.
It was really good because Ron threw really well through 5, and then who came in?
We had Schneider, and then you had Shaw.
Yeah, Shaw threw really well too, and then Hallback came in and closed for us.
So guys finding their spots. Looks like Schneider had a really good start. I mean, if he was missing, he was only missing by not by very much.
Yeah, he threw really well yesterday, especially for not throwing for a while since he didn't come on the road trip with us.
What was your approach going in the plate there in the 11th inning with a couple guys on? What did you want to do? Just get something to hit?
Yeah, I just was trying to put something in play.
Just didn't play at all, and it worked out. Worked out okay.
Yeah, it did.
Guys mauled you at first base. I see you're okay because you're back in the lineup today.
Yeah.
So, being from Kearney, getting a celebration here at Hastings, that's got to be kind of cool. Did you have any family or friends here for the game last night?
Yeah, my grandparents and my family are here, so that was cool.
Yeah, awesome. Very good. All right, Nick Carlson. Hey, you. So, your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters.
5 Points Bank of Hastings, safe, strong, and growing. Back in September of 2000, we opened for business at 4th and St. Joe with a staff of 5. Now we have 3 banking locations, over 45 employees, and have grown to become the largest locally owned bank in Hastings.
Since our opening, we've listened to you and responded by providing high-quality customer service, new banking technology, and provided support to many community organizations. We appreciate your support and look forward to continuing as the better bank in Hastings.
Time out. Time out. Smith, we only need one more out. Do you think you have enough energy?
I'm exhausted and it's hot out here. I'm thinking about enjoying that nice, cool air conditioning I have at home.
Oh yeah, you've talked about Rudd's Heating and AC, the #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska for over 45 years.
Yeah, now. I have enough for one more batter, Coach.
Smith, go finish this thing so we can all go home and cool off. Visit RuttsHeatingandAir.com. Have you heard the latest in Sodbusters news? Hey, this is Josh Salmon, voice of Hastings Sodbusters Baseball, inviting you to check out the Sodcast, the official Sodbusters podcast. Each episode gets you up to date on team info, the latest news, player and coaches interviews, and more. Join Brian Frew and myself for the Sodcast all through the baseball season. The Sodcast is available for listening on Spotify for free. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball Insides Inside Duncan Field with me, Josh Salmon, and co-owner Brian Frew. The Sodcast. Listen today.
Welcome back to Duncan Field as we get set for some baseball here. How's it going for you? Josh Salmon, Steve Stein, Nate Millers. We have a lefty, a little kid out there getting ready to throw off the first pitch out there. He's looking. He's gonna throw it to Trevor Matson. Matson gives him a target behind the plate, and he winds up. He checks his runners. Here he goes. He's gonna and throws it in there. All right. Little Sodbuster shirt on for him. I like it. Very cool. We'll look at the lineups once again here. We're just a couple minutes away from first pitch and your national anthem. It'll be Tyler Push, Darian Morphew, E.J. Taylor, Luke White, Austin Baskin, Ryan Koski, Trey Nichols, Peyton Leeper, and Dylan Sears for Fremont with Shea Zetterman on the mound. We'll do our national anthem, and we'll take a look at the Sodbuster lineup here momentarily. There's our national anthem. All right. National anthem. We'll take a quick break and come right back. Sodbuster Baseball
Adams County Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience, a place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
All right, welcome back to Sodbuster Baseball. Josh Salmon, Steve Stein with Nate Miller as the little guys are running off the field. And we get ready for some Sodbuster Baseball here as Fremont Moo, game number 2. I'm a poet and didn't know it apparently, so there we go. All right. Taking his warm-up tosses is Jake Schneider out there as we get some technical stuff worked out here, set, and there we go. So, all right, well, I'll be ready for some baseball. 94 degrees here at game time. That's where we're sitting at. Little Doobie Brothers on the PA system, nothing wrong with that, right? No, I think that's good stuff. Good stuff. So let's take a look at Schneider last time, or excuse me, Jake Schroeder last time he was out. He pitched against Spearfish, got the loss in that one, went 1/3 of an inning, gave up 2 earned runs. Well, gave up 5 runs, 2 of them were earned, 2 hits, a walk, a strikeout, and 6 batters faced only. So definitely need a better performance than that. He's been doing a lot of stuff out of the bullpen. His longest outing of the year has only been 3 innings. So they're hoping he goes a little bit more than that. He's 0-5 with a 9.30 ERA in 16 games. This is his 3rd start. 30 innings pitched, 29 strikeouts, 28 walks. Here is the first batter for Fremont. Tyler Push, we're underway. And first pitch, strike. Busters start off the game with the strike. Tyler Push, center fielder. And strike 2. Last night, Tyler Push in the game went 1 for 5. Buster does a good job of containing him. That pitch is up high. It is a ball and 2 strikes. Push, a very good center fielder. Really plays well out there. And the 1 and 2 coming up here for him. That one's hit to left field. On top of it, though, is Logan Johnstone fighting that sun, and there's one down. 1 up, 1 down here for Fremont. In the first inning, Darian Morphew at the plate. Morphew last night got to start in left field, moved up in the roster, in the lineup today, I should say. He was batting 5th last night, batting 2nd now. He was 2 for 5 with a run scored and a strikeout. First pitch in there, a strike to Morphew. Morphew left-handed batter against the right-handed Jake Schroeder. Morphew currently batting .314 on the season. Nice breaking ball there. Doesn't quite hit the zone. A little low. It was a really pretty breaking ball there. Not biting is Morphew. E.J. Taylor due up next. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Darian Morphew. 1 out, top of the first, and no score, just underway here. Fremont at the plate. They're wearing their orange jerseys tonight. They're bright fire orange with the gray pants and the orange stripe. Buster's wearing the greens with the white pants. Swung on and missed and got him. Down goes Morphew. 2 up, 2 down here for the Moo in the first. Comes up E.J. Taylor. We didn't see him in the game last night. This guy's having quite the year. He's second in hitting in the league at 403. He's second in home runs. Actually, he's tied for first with McAdoo of Spearfish with 8. Trevor Matson on that list as well. He's got 6. In third place, tied for third. Matson does have more RBIs at 41 than Taylor. Taylor had 37 on the season, so a very good player and a good year for E.J. Taylor. And that pitch on the inside, called a strike. Taylor didn't like it. Jake Schroeder coming out, throwing strikes. I still can't get over the wonderful performance by the entire pitching staff last night, the 3 guys that came in. And, ooh, that one does hit him. It broke a little late, and I thought maybe it was going to hit him. I think it just clipped his jersey. It wasn't anything painful. So hit by a pitch. We'll see how Schroeder battles back. These are the situations that, as a manager, you go, okay, all right, you got him. You know, let's just battle back and get the next guy. So Schroeder with 2 outs, runner on first. E.J. Taylor with a big lead. Strike 1 to him. Luke White comes up. White batting .303 on the season. Taylor, big lead at first, being held on. He has 8 stolen bases. Caught stealing once. Schroeder gives him a look. He's dancing around at first, doesn't go. Luke White chops it between short and third. Solis across the diamond, high throw, and they're not going to be able to get him. The throw was a little late and a little to the left of the bag as Matson had to come off the bag to get it. Luke White, it was pretty good for a big guy, but it was just a late throw. So an infield hit here, and not the way Schroeder wanted it to go here in the first. He got the first 2 outs, and he hit a guy, and then he gave up a single. So it brings up Austin Baskin. 2 on, 2 out here in the top of the first. No score for Fremont at the plate. Righty versus righty. Jake Schroeder checks his runner. E.J. Taylor at second. Luke White at first. That one hit to right field. First pitch swinging. Hallback, couple steps back, makes the catch. And leaving 2 on base is Fremont. They get a hit, 2 left on, no runs at the end of a half inning. There is no score. You're listening to Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field. And we want to thank all of our sponsors, and let's do that right now, starting with Johnson Imperial.
Johnson Imperial of Hastings and Kearney has been a quality builder and developer since 1918. They have your office and retail space solution. Over 300,000 square feet of premier space. On-site management and maintenance. Great locations and abundant pricing. Space is designed and built to suit. And flexible leasing options available. Johnson Imperial also features general contracting services. Check out all they have to offer. JohnsonImperial.com. Johnson Imperial in Hastings and Kearney. That's JohnsonImperial.com. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Jeremy Schneider got a little bit of a situation there in the first inning, but was able to battle back. Leave 2 runners on base. Did the Moo. And here we are, bottom of the first, no score. Josh Salmon with you. Nate Miller to my right. Steve Stein will join us here in the 3rd inning as taking a look at the starting pitcher. Here's Zetterman, Shea Zetterman. Last time he pitched here, Zetterman, first of all, from Lincoln, Nebraska, goes to North Dakota State. Give you his numbers. He's 4-1 on the season, 1.86 ERA in 7 games. He started 6 of those, 29 innings pitched, 30 strikeouts, 10 walks, and 19 hits. He's been very, very, very good. Most runs given up in a game all season long, twice. Once to the Sodbusters in the 29th, and once against the Sabre Dogs on the 25th, both of those of June. He has faced the Sodbusters 3 times this year. June 16th, got the win on that one. Gave up no runs and struck out 5. June 29th, he got didn't get no decision, and then July 7th, he got the win in a quite the game there. That was an 18-3 game on that one. So Busters. So he has struck out in 3 games. He's faced Hastings this year. He has gone over 5 innings on each one of them, or at least 5. And in each one, he has struck out at least 3 guys. Omar leading things off here for the Busters. Good to see him back with the hammy last night. Was not hurting and laid down the sacrifice bunt. Leading things off here in center field is Omar Jackson. Omar, left-handed batter. First pitch swinging out to right field and playing shallow out there as always is Morphew, 1 down. Now, no matter who's in right field, last time we saw a different right fielder, but they always play very, very shallow for Fremont. That's their MO. He hit that thing right on the screws. Anybody else would have fallen in front of him, but not against Fremont. The right fielders always play as like a rover or something. So Cole Dawson comes up. Cole 1 of 5 last night. Strikeout, run scored. Takes first pitch for a strike. Didn't quite get the at-bats he wanted last night in the game until late. Got his hit late in the game. 7th inning, he got his first hit. And that one misses outside. A ball and a strike here to Cole Dawson. Trevor Matson due up. He had a kind of a tough night last night as well. He was 0 for 3. Did get the intentional walk in the 11th. They didn't want to face him. Had a chance to score the winning run. He was thrown out at home. The 1-1 coming up to Cole Dawson. That one called a strike as well. Perhaps a good framing job there by Nichols. Looked a little outside, but close enough to call it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. No score. First inning. Bottom of the first. Zetterman kicks and delivers. And that one misses outside. 2-2. Shea Zetterman. 6'4", 210. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Moo with the purple hats on. That one hit too short. Backhanded there by Baskin. He's going to have to hurry across the diamond. He's not going to get Cole Dawson. He beats out the single. Nice job, Cole Dawson. Always legs it out. Never gives up, and he got the infield single. He knew he was going to have to hurry over there. Didn't get him. Baskin played shortstop last night, and nothing got past that guy. He did have 1 error in the game, but for the most part, he was pretty good. Trevor Matson due up. Matson 0 for 3 in last night's contest. A walk, strikeout. That walk was intentional. Cole Dawson leading off at first. E.J. Taylor's first baseman holding him on. Zetterman does check Dawson, not going, and pitch in there for a strike. Talked about Trevor. Having a great year. He's 7th in the league in hitting at .323. He is tied for 3rd with 6 home runs, and he is in 4th place with 41 RBIs in the league. He was the All-Star MVP. 1-1 here. Had 3 home runs over the road trip. What a great and huge asset he has been to this team, and he's been healthy all year. He stayed healthy. That's a big thing, too. Dawson with a good lead, 1-1 count here. Let's see if they send him at some point. They don't on this one. And that pitch in there for strike 2. Zetterman bringing the cheese. Straight fastball there. Matson with the high green socks, as most of the guys have. White pants with the green pinstripes. Green jerseys tonight. Here is the 1-2. Swung on and missed on that one and got him. Oh, no, they called it a foul ball. He must have just nicked it. I think Zetterman thought what I thought. I didn't see Trevor even hit it. He must have just barely got a piece of that thing because the catcher had the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Cole Dawson on first base. Trevor Matson at the plate. Zetterman checks his runner. Not going, and pitches low. Goes 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Drayton Scully running the scoreboard tonight over there. We had Schroeder actually last night running it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and outs. No score, bottom one, as Zetterman steps off. Other games going on in Expedition League play. Piers at Spearfish. Witt City hosting Source Valley. Badland Big Sticks hosting Mining City. Casper hosting Canyon County. Sioux Falls hosting Western Nebraska. And it's like a doubleheader between Casper and Canyon County today. Here is the pitch. That one chopped down third base and foul. A little ways away from the dugout. That's in staying alive up here against Shea Zetterman. 6 pitches in this at bat. 12 total thrown in 3 batters for Zetterman. Cole Dawson again leads off. He singled a moment ago. He's on first base. The 2-2 is just missed outside. That's a tough take. Good job, Trevor Matson. That's why he's batting .323. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Busters with a runner on here. Bottom one, no score. 1 hit apiece for these 2 squads. Fremont left 2 on in the first inning. Zetterman comes and set. That one hit deep to left field. Left fielder giving it chase and able to make the catch as Dawson was standing on second base, has to retreat. Nice job tracking that down in the sun there by Ryan Koski. So that thing was hit a ton to left field. Probably about 20 feet from the wall. Koski, I thought maybe he was going to get over his head there for a minute. So did Cole Dawson, so he took off, but had to retreat once the ball was caught. It was deep enough to where they couldn't double him up. So Cole Dawson on first, and here comes Matt Hallbeck. Hallbeck 3 hits last night. What game he had. Scored the winning run. That one hit too short. Baskin across the diamond to get Hallbeck. Nice stretch by E.J. Taylor, and they do get him as Taylor has to stretch towards the first base side. A really good stretch there by the first baseman, and the Busters have 1 hit, 1 left on, and no runs. At the end of 1 complete, there is no score. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball. When you're not heading to Duncan Field to watch the Sodbusters, head on over to Laughlin Country Club. The best view in Hastings. Their 2-story window overlooks the pristine course, their upscale clubhouse, and their kitchen crafts delicious dining menus. Behind the scenes is an entire full-service team led by their banquet manager who's working to make sure your event is executed flawlessly. Laughlin Country Club, 402-462-4151.
Well, Busters left a runner on base there, and Zetterman pitched his way out of it. Welcome back to Duncan Field. I'm Josh Salmon. Nate Miller running our cameras to my right. Steve Stein will be in on the broadcast as well tonight. And here we go, second inning. You had Jake Schroeder get out the first 2 batters in the first inning. Fly out and a strikeout. Then he hit E.J. Taylor. Luke White singled, but they left him on as he got Baskin to get out of the inning. So he flew out to right field, actually, did Baskin. So tonight, right now, it's going to be Ryan Koski up at the dish. Koski, Nichols, and Leaper due up for Fremont here in the second inning. No score. Schroeder give up just the 1 hit. Here is inning number 2. Pitch on the way. And that one in there for a strike. As I mentioned, Jake hasn't had more than 3 innings in any of his starts this year. It's Casper on the 18th. He went 3. Otherwise, they've all been 2 1/3 or 1 inning. The one was just 1/3 of an inning his last time out. he got the loss on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Koski. Jake Schroeder, comes set, hits to deep center. Omar, right center field, tracks it down and makes the catch for out number 1. So Fremont starts off the inning here in the second, just like they did in the first. Brings up Trey Nichols, the catcher. Nichols played all of last night's game. Did a good job behind the plate. He was 0 for 4, though, with the stick. Jake comes set, and the pitch on the way from Schroeder is popped up first base side. Matson running out of real estate and won't be able to catch that one as it's over by the entrance gate here at Duncan Field. Same teams tomorrow, 6:35. Would love to see your smiling faces out here. I got a buddy and his wife coming out to tomorrow's game. They haven't been to Sodbusters this game this year. Just hasn't worked out in their schedule, but they are definitely coming. Last week they were going to come, had some car issues. Got a different car now. That's how much they really want to come to the Sodbusters. They're coming out tomorrow. That one popped up on the infield. Cole Dawson gives it a run. Right fielder Matt Hallback calls him off and does make the catch in shallow right. Probably the good call out there, as it would have been a tough catch for Cole Dawson, but he is Superman. And call that a fly out to right field. Here's your beer batter, Peyton Leeper. 6:35 tomorrow with Fremont, and Hastings makes the trip down to Fremont on Thursday to take on the Moo there, and that's the last time they see Fremont this season. Buster's back home Friday, Saturday, Sunday against Wheat City. Originally going to be Sioux Falls, but now going to be Wheat City to wrap up the regular season at home as that pitch gets away from Schroeder on the breaking ball. So you're running out of chances. You got 4 more games after tonight to see the Sodbusters here at Duncan Field. Otherwise, you got to follow them on the road to where they wrap up the season. And that one misses. It's 2-0 here to Leeper. Dylan Sears due up next. Tuesday night, warm day today. 94 degrees. It was very, very toasty. Not much wind. 10-mile-an-hour wind to start the game here. And check swing. Do they appeal? They appeal to first, and he's either not looking or has no opinion. So, 3-0, I guess. Open umpire pointed to him, and he's just down there looking at him. So, here is the 3-0, and that one right down Burlington Avenue. That is a strike. And Carlson went down to interview him, and he was either really in a hurry or just a man of few words. Didn't have much to say in the interview, but took some time and had a smile on his face, so I appreciate the time. And ball 4 there to Leeper, pitching all around the strike zone, was Schroeder. Not his fault. I think they got away with one on that check swing, but nonetheless, that is a walk. First walk given up. There's Dylan Sears. Sears again at second base tonight. He was 0 for 4 last night. And we've talked about this before, but they put him in the 9th spot. He's basically just like another leadoff hitter at the bottom of the order. This guy's a really good player. Very fast if he gets on the base paths. That one fouled back to his own dugout for strike 1. .94 degrees at Duncan Field. Winds at 10 miles per hour. It is a special night here at Hastings for the Cancer Awareness Night and Taco Tuesday. Good stuff. Yeah. Nate, where's your tacos tonight? Usually you're eating tacos. No tacos for Nate tonight. No balls and 1 strike. Peyton Leeper leading off first base. Trevor Matson holding him on pitch. To Matson. That goes right through his glove into right field. Heading to third base. Hallback with the throw to third. And the throw is not going to be a bad one, but they should have gotten it into second because taking off was Dylan Sears. So I understand Hallback trying to get the out, but you've got to keep the lead runner. That's just fundamental baseball there. They teach you that in Little League. So now he turns a single into a double, basically. Still written as a single, but takes the extra base on the throw. That's fundamentals. He was already around second. You would have had to make the best throw of your life to get him. And meanwhile, they threw it to third. It wasn't a bad throw. It was late, and it was off the bag. So another hit here, and runners in scoring position now, second and third. For the top of the order, Tyler Push. Push flew out to lead off the game, and that breaking ball just misses inside. Boy, that thing, it just rides inside like it's going to hit the batter, and then across the plate. Just a little too far inside on that one. 2 on here for Fremont, no score, top 2. Jake Schroeder, ooh, breaking ball again, and just nicking that one and getting a piece of it, fouling it back, is Tyler Push. Ball and a strike. Tyler Push, Fremont, Nebraska, goes to Newman University. I have to say it like that. Seinfeld fans everywhere get my clue. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. 2 on here. Schroeder just needs to get past this batter, and Fremont can leave another 2 on base. They did leave 11 last night. That one hit out to center field. Omar and short center will make the catch, and they do leave another 2 runs on base. 1 hit, 2 left on, no runs, and inning and a half done. No score. Buster's coming up in the bottom of the second inning. This is Sodbuster Baseball with a word from Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning.
Summer means Sodbusters baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
Odyssey. Casual, modern, and innovative cuisine, drinks, and service in the heart of downtown Hastings. The website is odysseydowntown.com. Call for reservations 402-834-3811. Odyssey. Reservations are required for lunch and dinner. Carryout orders taken on the day of carryout only. 834-3811. A sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
All right, welcome back to Sodbuster Baseball. Josh Salmon joined by co-owner Brian Frew. And Brian, a good couple first innings there for the guys. Let's get the bats going now. Yeah, they had a really good night last night. Schneider pitched a great game to start it off as well, and then you had Matt Hallback finishing off. There's the bookend. Good job for the Busters all around with that. Hallback scoring the winning run fittingly on the hit by Nick Carlson, and good job there. And you and I talked in the Sodcast about this young man coming up, Logan Johnstone. What a good head he's got in his shoulders. This kid just played high school baseball here just a couple months ago. I think he's ready for college. Johnstone batting 5th in the order tonight. Zetterman comes set, and the pitch taken inside for a strike. Yeah, Scott was saying when he first came, he was maybe trying a little too hard, and he was too hard on himself, and he just settled in and really getting comfortable in this league. 1-1 here to Logan Johnstone, going to go to Gonzaga. Left-handed batter. So try this. Yeah, we're good. I've got one board hitting the other board, so we're good here. 2-2 coming up from Zetterman. Now, hit the first base. E.J. Taylor bobbles a little bit, but dives to make the bag there. Nice play by the first baseman. There is one down. Thought maybe he was going to get an infield hit there, but E.J. stuck with it. Comes up JT Cafferty. Cafferty had a chance last night to hit in the winning run and almost did as Matson came around. He was waved around third on a shallow play to left, and Morphew threw him out. So EJ didn't get to be the hero of the night, but he's been hero of the night here before and done a good job for the Busters. So versatile he is. You can first base, catcher, anywhere in the outfield. He can pitch for you. Nice guy to have on the team.
Yeah, and I mean, guys that can hit, like JT, he's going to find himself in the lineup almost every game, no matter, what other players, any team he plays on. If he can hit, he'll be in the lineup just because he's so versatile.
He'll be going to play for Cole Dawson's dad at Arkansas Tech.
Yeah, he's Wonder Boy now.
Yeah, I love the name Wonder Boys. That's just awesome.
Yeah, I was told that I kind of thought it was a nod to The Natural, the movie, because his dad was named Wonder Boy.
Oh, okay. I never made that connection.
No, that's not what it's named after. Apparently, some running back scored like 8 touchdowns in a game, and he was called Wonder Boy in the paper.
Interesting. Huh.
That's what I'm told by Will Horton, and he could be a liar. So
There's the 1-2. It's upstairs, 2-2. It's better than like Crimson Tide. What is that? Come on. Alabama's got a good program, but what is a Crimson Tide? It's red water. I don't get it. Nittany Lion. Come on, it's a Puma. Penn State. Here's the 2-2.
Not a fan of the Stanford Cardinal?
So that's a bird at least, but it's a color, right? No, it's a color. That's oh, it's a tree. I thought it was a color, just a color cardinal.
It's not the Cardinal, it's the Cardinal.
So that's interesting. Yeah, I thought it was the color.
Again, that could be right. I might just be making things up.
I don't know. At first, I thought it was a bird for a long time. 3-2 here to JT Cafferty.
I'm certain it's not the bird.
No, it's not the bird. We know that. Yeah. Here's the 3-2. And taking all the way is JT. He gets a walk. Busters have their first runner here in the second inning. So, 1 out, 1 on here. And it brings up man of the hour from last night, Nick Carlson. I went down to talk to Carlson, and I kind of got him on the way to the bullpen, but he's still a man of few words. And he took time and very graciously talked to me. But I think his whole 1-minute interview was about 25 words for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't say a whole lot.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. I coached a little bit last year, so he's been on the team for 2 years now. And it's tough to get anything out of him, but he goes out there, does his job, and it was nice to see him have some success last night.
So 0-1 here to JT Cafferty. Nick Carlson at the dish here. Nick takes the pitch up high for ball 1. Ball 1 strike to Nick Carlson. Pitching on the third base side of the rubber is Zetterman. Fouled off first base side. Shadows creeping up over the top of home plate. One and 2 is the count here to Zetterman. 1 out. No score. Second inning. Runner on first. And that one misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. That one hit to third base. This could be 2 over to second. Back to first, and they don't get it. Carlson legged it out. E.J. Taylor not happy about it, but good job legging it out, so they get the fielder's choice there on Nick Carlson to third base.
Yeah, great job by Carlson to beat that out.
So it's not working. I don't understand why. So here we go. And there is technical issues here. Sorry about that. That one hit into left field and single there. Nice job for Luke Solis. He was due for a hit. Sorry, I'll figure it out. So Solis on. Runner on first base as well. On second base, excuse me.
I don't understand why this isn't working.
All right. So I just need to. Sorry, I'm having a technical issue there. Turn that one up. And strike one there to Lombardi. 2 on here for the Busters. 2 outs, so 0-1 count to Jack Lombardi. Lombardi. Pitch here to Zetterman. That one from Zetterman, excuse me, fouled off.
So 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 hits apiece for these 2 squads. 2 runners on here, lots of 2s all over the board. Busters hoping to get one in here. Off the bat of Jack Lombardi. Zetterman checks his runners, and that one is inside for a ball.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on here. Cafferty stands on second, Solis on first. Zetterman checks his runner. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. He did get out of the inning, striking out Lombardi, and the Busters leave 2 on. 1 hit, 2 left on, and no runs in at the end of 2 innings. The score is 0-0. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field.
Oh, yeah, so, Mr. Johnson, we took a look at your car, and turns out you got a broken rotator splint. You want us to fix it or what?
When your car needs repaired, don't take it to that guy. Take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Old school service with new school technology. 701 East South Street in Hastings. So anytime your doohickey, thingamajig, or whatchamacallit breaks off, take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Eldon'sAutomotiveRepair.com. Remember, don't go to that other guy.
Come on, I ain't got all day. I'm busy, you know.
A reminder from the Nebraska Lottery. Nebraska Pick 5 has draws 7 days a week, with jackpots still starting at $50,000. So play Nebraska Pick 5 today, or you might miss your chance to win big.
Top prize odds 1 in 501,000.
0-0 our score here after 2 innings of play. Steve Stein will take you here through the 3rd inning. Steve, good game so far, like last night.
After very good starts for their respective teams. Let's see what happens here in inning number 3. Sodbusters looking to make it 4 wins in a row, a sweep of Western Nebraska, the 2-game series, and they beat their old nemesis, the Fremont Moo, and maybe a chance to take the first 2 of this 4-game series, 3 here in Hastings and 1 in Fremont. It will be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up for the Moo, beginning with right fielder Darian Morphew. Morphew was the strikeout victim of Jake Schroeder, his first time off, the lone strikeout victim so far here today. A left-handed hitter and a right-handed pitcher on the first pitch is way high, way outside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes on Darian Morphew. As the Sodbusters turn it down a little bit here. Pitch is going to be fouled away, and I've got no levels here. All right, check things out. Okay, sorry about that. Here we go, as it's a
getting a rare start. He has been more of a relief guy, but good to see him now a start on the mound and misses badly with this pitch. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes on Darian Morphew. Defensively, it's Nick Carlson doing the catching today. At first base, it's Trevor Matson. Cole Dawson is at second. Third base is Jack Lombardi. The shortstop is Luke Solis, as this one is bounced on the right side. Going to be picked up by Trevor Matson, who will step on the bag. There's 1 out here in inning number 3. That brings to the plate first baseman E.J. Taylor. As the Sodbusters and Moo, Hastings with the green uniforms today, the white numbers with Busters across the front. They have their green and white hats. Hits are even at 2 apiece. It's a scoreless tie here in the top half of inning number 3 as E.J. Taylor is at the plate for the Fremont Moo. Left-handed hitter stands in there, and Schroeder trying to get through this 3rd inning unscathed. Pitch it high and tight. Taylor ducks out of the way, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Taylor had a great play on a ground ball from Logan Johnstone to begin the 2nd inning as he made a good stop and then dove to beat Johnstone to the bag. As the 1-0 delivery is bounced back up the middle. It's off the glove of Schroeder, then picks it up and underhand tosses to first. Good play there. As a nice reaction there for Jake Schroeder. And there are 2 outs in the inning, 1-3 on the putout for E.J. Taylor, and that brings to the plate Luke White, designated hitter. He'll stand in the right-handed box for the Fremont Moo. 0-0 top half of inning number 3. Tremendous pitching yesterday. Sodbusters had a 1-0 lead after the 2nd. That would stand up till late. Tied at 1 going to extras. Hard hit ball to the right center field gap. That is down for a hit. White rounds first, and he will stay there as the Sodbusters chase it down. But it's a 2-out hit for Luke White for the Fremont Moo.
You know, you could have 4 outfielders and Luke White would find a gap somewhere. That guy always finds a gap with 2 outs. It's amazing.
So runner at first, 2 men out, and the 3rd hit of the game for the Fremont Moo as Sodbusters and Moo are scoreless. Yesterday, the 2 teams went scoreless in the 10th, and Fremont plated a run in the 11th. Sodbusters would come back with 2 in the bottom of the frame to earn a walk-off win. Bouncing ball left side, but foul as Lombardi picked it up left of the bag, and the count is 1 strike on Austin Baskin. Runner at first, 2 outs. Fremont is out hit Hastings 3-2. They've had all kinds of base runners. Their 5th base runner of the game, but nothing across so far. Schroeder's done a good job of keeping it around the zone and has had solid defense behind him. The pitch, curveball is right across for a strike. Count goes to 2 strikes on Austin Basket. Morphew grounded out. E.J. Taylor grounded out. Then a well-struck ball for White to reach first. So 1 on, 2 outs now. And Schroeder comes set. And the pitch. Off speeder is fouled away as Basket just gets a piece of that when it remains 2 strikes on Austin Basket. Man of the night last night was Matt Hallback, who went 3 for 5, an RBI, 2 runs scored. Oh yeah, and he came in and picked up the win in relief. He really had a good game. And of course, the walk-off winning hit from the catcher Nick Carlson. They intentionally walked Solis to get to him. He grounds it to the right side to give the Sodbusters the win, his 2nd hit of the game. So he's back in the lineup today as the pitch is outside. Trying to find a way to get out of this inning with no damage done. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Austin Baskin. We're in the top half of inning number 3, a scoreless tie between the Sodbusters and the Fremont Moo. Here's the pitch. Hit high in the air into right field, and camping underneath it will be Matt Hallback. He makes the play, and nothing happening for Fremont here in inning number 3. As they get no runs on 1 hit, they leave a man. We head to the bottom half of the 3rd. It's still scoreless, and this is Sodbuster Baseball. Johnson Imperial of Hastings and Kearney has been a quality builder and developer since 1918. They have your office and retail space solution. Over 300,000 square feet of premier space, on-site management and maintenance, Great locations and abundant pricing. Spaces designed and built to suit. And flexible leasing options available. Johnson Imperial.com. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games. Top of the order coming up for the Hastings Sodbusters as it's a 0-0 tie. Bottom half of inning. Dawson, perhaps the best bunter on the team, really knows how to lay that down on the third base side. He's had several infield singles this year. Fremont playing baseman. Inning number 3 is the Sodbusters and the Moo are scoreless. And the delivery is taken outside for a ball, or I should say on the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. John Linden, Paul Cloutier are the umpires here today at Duncan Field. 4:08 to straightaway center, 4:05 to the alleys. Pitches bounced back up the middle by the shortstop and into center field. Dawson around first. He will stay there. We've seen some pretty solid play there at that shortstop spot from Austin Baskin, but he just took his eye off it, and the Sodbusters will get a 1-out base runner on the error on Baskin. So 1 on, 1 out, and Sodbusters hope to make them pay. Trevor Matson hit about as hard as you can here at this field, but had nothing to show for it. A line out to left field his last time up. So 1 on, 1 out. Sodbusters and the Moo are scoreless here in the bottom half of inning number 3. And the pitch is down low for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes on Trevor Matson. Matson, Division I prospect, going to be headed to Gardner-Webb after he is able to earn his 4-year degree at Arcadia University. Still will have 2 years of eligibility if he opts to use them, and takes this pitch a little bit low. 2-0 the count on Trevor Matson. Matson 0 for 3 yesterday. He did draw a walk, and it was an intentional walk that put the winning run on. Fremont rolling the dice, and it ended up costing them as the Sodbusters would win the game in the 11th inning. Pitch missing for ball 3, 3 balls and no strikes. And I get it, Matt's the best RBI guy on the team, and he was actually thrown out at home trying to score the winning run, but the Sodbusters hung in there, and they ended up walking Solis and then Carlson with the game-winning RBI single in the 11th after Hallback had tied it with an RBI single earlier in the frame. 3-0 count, and the pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. 3-1 now on Trevor Matson. Bottom half of inning number 3, it's a scoreless tie between the Sodbusters and the Moo. Meeting here again today as the Sodbusters 21 meetings with the Moo this year, now 4 and 14, just 3 more meetings as the pitch is in the dirt, so Sodbusters will have first and second now, and only 1 out. So Mattson aboard, and Matt Hallback, like to see him up in this situation after his day yesterday. 3 for 5. They tied the game and ended up scoring the winning run as well as picking up the victory on the mound. Hallback stands in the right-handed box. Zetterman trying to get out of difficulty here and brings the first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. No balls, 1 strike on Matt Hallback. Sodbusters 0, Fremont 0 as Shea Zetterman facing his toughest jam of the day with first and second, 1 out here in the 3rd. And this one is hit hard to center field, carrying well, and it's going to fall for extra bases. Hallback around first. He's headed for second. Here comes the throw home, and it's not going to be in time as Cole Dawson scoots in for the first run of the game. Hallback with an RBI double. Sodbusters not done yet, as Matson will end up at third base. Sodbusters will have 2 in scoring position with still only 1 man out after the RBI double from red-hot Matt Hallback. That will bring to the plate Logan Johnstone. Johnstone trying to keep it going. Good to see him back in the outfield. He's been battling a leg issue, but in the starting lineup in the field today is Logan Johnstone. Johnstone, left-handed hitter. Any old grounder up the middle would bring in a run. This one, a grounder off the first baseman. It goes to the second baseman, who brings it back to E.J. Taylor for an out. Taylor tried to backhand that rocket off the bat of Logan Johnstone. It went right to Dylan Sears, who alertly threw it back to E.J. Taylor for the out. However, a run scores. Ends up at third base. The Sodbusters have a 2-0 lead, and J.T. Cafferty tries to keep it going with a big 2-out hit. 2-0 the Hastings setting with no more damage done. Puts the first pitch over for a strike. No balls, 1 strike on J.T., who drew a walk his first time up. J.T. Cafferty's had a busy few days here. Pitcher a couple of days ago. Yesterday played 2 different outfield positions. DHing today. We'll probably see him behind the plate before this series is over. And swings and misses at one of the dirt here. No balls, 2 strikes on J.T. Cafferty. Cafferty 2 for 5 yesterday. Did knock in a run for the Sodbusters. Hits were hard to come by. 8 hits in 11 innings for the Sodbusters, but they limited a hot-hitting Fremont team to just 6 hits in that 3-11 inning win. 0-2 pitch on the way. Called strike 3, and that'll do it for the Sodbusters as J.T. Cafferty goes down looking. But the Sodbusters do get 2 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 man left, and we head to inning number 4. It is Hastings 2, Fremont nothing. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball.
When you're not heading to Duncan Field to watch the Sodbusters, head on over to Laughlin Country Club. The best view in Hastings. Their 2-story window overlooks the pristine course, their upscale clubhouse, and their kitchen crafts delicious dining menus. Behind the scenes is an entire full-service team led by their banquet manager who's working to make sure your event is executed flawlessly. Laughlin Country Club, 402-462-4151.
Lead for the Hastings Sodbusters as Fremont will bat in the top half of the 4th inning with Koski, Nichols, and against Jake Schroeder's done a good job through the first 3 innings, scattering 3 hits. See if he can keep putting zeros on the board, particularly important after the Hastings Sodbusters put up 2 runs in their half of the 3rd inning. The big hit, the RBI double from Matt Hallback. That was followed up by an RBI ground out from Logan Johnstone. The Sodbusters do have the lead. A big error got things going for the Hastings Sodbusters. We'll see if they can take a 2-0 series lead and win their 4th straight. So we'll see Ryan Koski, former Sodbuster, and a guy who was from Hastings, or should say from Kearney, going to Northwest Missouri State, stands in the right-handed box, and the pitch taking outside, ball 1 ball, no strikes on Koski, who flew out to center. For Fremont, the only error committed by the Moo, as this pitch is rifled down the right field line and foul. 2-0, Hastings on top. Ryan Koski, count no balls and 1 strike. I should say 1 ball and 1 strike on Koski as he stands the right-handed box against Jake Schroeder. Schroeder's been a little wild at times, but effectively wild so far in this one, and throws this pitch a little bit low. Count goes to 2-1 on Ryan Koski. Top half of the 4th inning, Fremont trying to battle back now with the Sodbusters on top 2-0. Yesterday, a very well-pitched game, and Hastings ended up surviving that one by a count of 3-2. As Meredith, the starting pitcher for Fremont, certainly did well enough to win 6 2/3 innings, allowing only 5 hits. Jeremy Schneider, outstanding start for him, 5 2/3 innings, no runs on 4 hits. And Jacob Shaw came in, allowed 1 run on 2 hits and 3 1/3. And Matt Hallback, 2 innings, allowing just the 1 run. The pitch is missing for ball 4. So Ryan Koski earns a 5-pitch walk. He's aboard, leadoff man aboard for Fremont for the first time of the game. Sodbusters still lead it by a score of 2-0.
Well, the second walk given up by Schroeder tonight.
As Jake has also hit a man, and he has struck out 1 as well. And he faces the 7, 8, and 9 perhaps here, unless he could find a way to put a grounder out there and have a chance to turn 2. Off-speed pitch, a beauty, curves right in at the knees. No balls, 1 strike on Trey Nichols, who flew out to right his first time up. 2-0 the score. Sodbusters on top. Top half of inning number 4. 9-inning contest here in the Expedition League as the 2 teams meeting for the 19th time this year. 21 meetings overall. As this pitch is hit high, foul territory. Matson retreating and makes the catch. A big first out as Nichols goes down. A foul out to Nichols, to Matson from Trey Nichols. That'll bring up Peyton Leeper, who walked his first time up.
And what I think people on TV don't realize is, that slants down over there by first base. That's where the drainage is for the turf. And so that's a tough position over there to play. And then you're running towards a dugout and a brick wall, and nobody knows it better than Trevor Matson. He does a great job at first base.
Peyton Leeper at the plate now, left-handed hitter against the right-handed pitcher Jake Schroeder. So Jeremy Schneider, good start yesterday, and Jake Schroeder trying to follow that up here today as the pitch is curving across for a strike. No balls, 1 strike on Peyton Leeper. 1 on, 1 out. Fremont tried to come back after the Sodbusters plated 2 runs in the bottom half of inning number 3. An error opened the door, and the Sodbusters drove through it for a couple of unearned runs. 0-1 delivery. That pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike on Peyton Leeper. Starting third baseman, he played yesterday at third and went 0 for 4, but RBI and a run scored for the Fremont Moo. Schroeder comes set, brings home the pitch, and bounces it foul. And it's off of the hand of the assistant coach for the Fremont Moo, as Justin Trevino couldn't quite bring that one in successfully. That was pretty tough to even stick your hand out for that one, though. 1-2 the count, 1 out, 1 on. Hastings Sodbusters with a 2-0 lead and hoping to get out of this with no damage done. See if we can get a little double play ball, as the Sodbusters have been very solid defensively during this little 3-game win streak. Pitch is inside, delayed steal. The throw down to second base is not going to be in time. Excellent job for Ryan Koski, who just kind of lulled the Sodbuster defense to sleep, took off late, and Ryan Koski now in scoring position at second with only 1 man out, as Peyton Leeper will stand at the plate with a 2-2 count on him now.
Only the 3rd stolen base of the season by Koski, so chose his spots there, and he chose a wise one.
Yep, and a very unconventional-looking stolen base, as that ball was well into the glove of the catcher Nick Carlson before Koski broke for second base. Had the advantage of having the left-handed hitter kind of block the view of the catcher, and now asking for time is Leeper, just as Schroeder was getting into his motion, but was granted the time. Runner in scoring position, 1 man out. Sodbusters trying to find a way here against Peyton Leeper, the number 8 hitter in the lineup. And this one is golfed in the air to right field, but right there, Sodbusters' Matt Hallback for the second out of the inning. So Peyton Leeper unsuccessful in moving the runner on. Runner at second, 2 outs now for Dylan Sears, who was an all-star in the Expedition League a year ago, and he singled his first time up today, as the Moo had runners in scoring position in the second inning after Sears singled. Had 2 on with 2 outs, but they could not score. Good job for Schroeder to get tied or push to end the threat. Pitch is in the dirt, and Nick Carlson had no idea where it went. It went all the way to the backstop, so advancing to third on the wild pitch will be Koski. So now Carlson really going to have to keep everything in front. Count 1 ball and no strikes to the number 9 hitter, Dylan Sears. 2-0 a score. Sodbusters getting their 2 in the bottom of the third. We're in the top of the 4th now here at Duncan Field. A bit steamy and going to be warmer tomorrow with the actual temperature right around 97. And a heat index about 105, and there's a heat warning that's going to continue till 9 o'clock tomorrow night. So most of the game tomorrow is going to be pretty hot for hot dog night, Wiener Wednesday, as the pitch is just missing. Count goes to 2 balls, no strikes, and the Hastings fans wondering where that might have been.
They could just put the hot dogs on the sidewalk and see if they can cook them. We did that in California with eggs. You can cook them if it got hot enough.
2 balls and no strikes, and the pitch. Hit hard center field. Omar Jackson, though, right in his tracks, and nothing happening for Fremont as they go down after that leadoff walk with a pop up to first, a fly out to right, and a fly out to center field. No runs on no hits, and 1 man left, and we head to the bottom half of inning number 4. It is Hastings 2, Fremont nothing. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Summer means Sodbusters baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee of their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
Odyssey. Casual, modern, and innovative cuisine, drinks, and service in the heart of downtown Hastings. The website is odysseydowntown.com. Call for reservations 402-834-3811. Odyssey. Reservations are required for lunch and dinner. Carryout orders taken on the day of carryout only. 834-3811. A sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
7, 8, 9 coming up at the Sodbusters here in the bottom half of inning number 4. It's Carlson, Solis, and Lombardi trying to find the measure of Shea Zetterman. Zetterman through the first 3 innings, allowing a couple of runs on 3 hits. He has been able to strike out 3, struck out a couple in that 3rd inning, but in between, an error, a walk, a double, and an RBI ground out as the Sodbusters able to scratch across 2 runs there. And the big hit of the inning was an RBI double off the bat of Matt Hallback. Here comes Carlson, who had a fielder's choice grounder his first time up, as he stands in the right-handed box. And a thrilling time for Carlson, able to have his teammates surround him after he grounded one through the right side of the infield for the game-winning hit last night. Sodbusters winning that one in 11 innings by a score of 3-2, his second hit of the game. 0-1 pitch is missing. 1 ball, 1 strike. And even more satisfying, if you will, when Fremont electing to walk Luke Solis to get to Carlson, and Carlson made them pay with this single.
Well, I thought it was appropriate that Hallback scored the winning run, too.
1-1 pitch is grounded to the right side. Tough hop. Great play and a throw to first in time. How about that from Dylan Sears? The ball took a weird hop. It had a lot of spin on it. He had no chance to get it with his glove. Reached out with a bare hand and threw it over to E.J. Taylor for the first out here in the 4th inning. That's why he is an all-star. 4-3 the score.
Yeah, it made it look a lot easier than it was. That did take that weird hop, and the only chance, as you said, was with his bare hand, just nonchalantly toss it over first like no big deal.
So 4-3 on the putout, and Luke Solis takes strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2-0 the score. Sodbusters on top, bottom half of inning number 4. Nobody on, 1 out. Hits are even at 3 apiece. Sodbusters take advantage of the Fremont error that last inning to plate 2 runs. Pitch right across for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes on Solis. The UC San Diego recruit stands in. Zetterman brings home the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-2 the count now on Luke Solis. Sodbusters looking for another win over Fremont, trying for their 2nd straight. It's been tough against the Moos. The pitch swung on and missed, so Solis down on strikes. He's 1 for 2 on the day after he had a single back in the 2nd. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Jack Lombardi, who struck out his first time up. Lombardi 0 for 3 yesterday in the game. But Sodbusters meeting for the 19th time with their friends from the eastern part of the state. And they've done okay here, 4-4, but they are 0-10 in Fremont. Only 1 more game there. That's going to be coming up on Thursday after the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday games here in Hastings. And then they do not have to see Fremont again for the rest of the season. A week and a half to go here as in the final 2 weeks, and Fremont in first place. Big swing, no contact for Jack Lombardi. 1 ball and 1 strike now on Jack. Fremont leads the second half standings at 16-6. There are 2 games in front of Spearfish, 3 in front of Sioux Falls, and all of those teams battling to try to get into a 1-game playoff, with Western Nebraska, which sets 4th in the standings in the second half, but Western Nebraska won the first half. They're 10-10 in second half play. 2-1 the count now on Jack Lombardi, and the delivery blew it right by him. It's 2-2 now on Jack as Zetterman reached back and put a little extra on that one. Shea Zetterman, starting pitcher today. North Dakota State product. He is from Lincoln. 2-2 pitch. And Lombardi stays alive with a foul ball down the right field line. Still hasn't really gotten around much on Shea Zetterman. 6'4", 210-pounder.
Western Nebraska leading 3-0 at Sioux Falls. They won last night to snap the 7-game losing streak.
Painful loss for Sioux Falls, although they did not lose any ground to Fremont as the pitch misses. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The original schedule had the Sodbusters playing Sioux Falls this past weekend. It also had them playing Sioux Falls this weekend, but it's going to be Wheat City coming to town as the updated schedule was released. 3-2 deliveries taken high and inside, and a good battle there for Jack Lombardi. It looked like he was a little overmatched at times, but draws a 2-out walk, and that turns the order over for Omar Jackson, who's looking for his first hit of the day. A line out to right and a strikeout his first 2 times up. 1 on, 2 outs, 0 on the board for Fremont. Sodbusters able to get 2 runs in the bottom of the third to take a 2-0 lead.
3 walks for Zetterman on the night.
Zetterman working from the right side of the rubber and brings the pitch over for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Omar Jackson. Great to have him back out in center field, even though I don't think he's really 100%, but gutting it out with a little hamstring issue. Zetterman comes set. Lombardi leads away from first, and the 0-1 delivery. Taken high and outside, count is 1-1 on Omar Jackson. Fremont, outstanding infield of E.J. Taylor at first, Dylan Sears at second, Peyton Leeper at third, shortstop is Austin Baskin. The outfield, left to right, Ryan Koski, Tyler Push, and Darian Morphew. 1-1 pitch is hit hard to right side. There's E.J. Taylor again. Great diving stop, and he'll win the race to the bag. E.J. Taylor showing off his good footwork and glove work there at first base, and the Sodbusters are turned away. No runs, no hits, 1 man left as we head to the 5th inning. Josh will have it when we come back. The Sodbusters lead by a score of 2-0, and this is Sodbuster Baseball.
Oh, yeah, so, Mr. Johnson, we took a look at your car, and turns out you got a broken rotator splint. You want us to fix it or what?
When your car needs repaired, don't take it to that guy. Take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Old school service with new school technology. 701 East South Street in Hastings. So anytime your doohickey, thingamajig, or whatchamacallit breaks off, take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Eldon'sAutomotiveRepair.com. Remember, don't go to that other guy.
Come on, I ain't got all day. Busy, you know.
A reminder from the Nebraska Lottery. Nebraska Pick 5 has draws 7 days a week, with jackpots still starting at $50,000. So play Nebraska Pick 5 today, or you might miss your chance to win big.
Top prize odds 1 in 501,000.
All right, welcome back. It'll be the 5th inning here as Sodbuster Baseball. Jake Schroeder back out there pitching a great game here against Fremont. Boy, Busters have had really, really good pitchers. Last night they had 3 good ones. Tonight, Schroeder doing a good job as well. Sorry about the technical glitches for you here in the game, but I think we got those worked out. I'm not going to breathe on anything or move the wrong way, and I think we're good to go for tonight. It's just one of those things. Maybe I have iron-rich blood. I'm not sure what the deal is, and Brian does come back in. And this time, Brian, it's working, I promise. All right?
That's all right. Nobody wanted to hear me anyway.
Well, nobody heard me either, so I think I got it figured. I'm not going to touch or jiggle anything. So
don't touch it.
Nope, I'm not going to breathe on it. So coming up here for Fremont, it's going to be top of the order. It'll be Tyler Push, Darian Morphew, and E.J. Taylor. Again, Schroeder just doing an outstanding job tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's throwing strikes. His curveball seems to be breaking more than normal. I mean, he's always got a good curveball, but tonight it looks really really nasty.
Yeah, I noticed that too. That one didn't break, however.
That was not well aimed. Hits him right in the back.
Second hit batter of the night for Fremont and for Jake Schroeder.
Yeah, I think last inning he led off the game with a base runner, or led off the inning with a base runner, but able to wiggle out of it.
So his defense has been solid. You know, Chandler and I talked about it last night on the post-game show that these guys haven't had an error for Sodbusters in a few games. That's a good thing.
Yeah, no, I mean the defense is playing great. You look out there at all the players on defense right now. Trevor's got to be one of the best defensive first basemen in the league, and we got 3 shortstops on the other parts of the infield, and the outfield can run down a ball.
Yeah. Johnstone's good out there in left. And
yeah, Johnstone. I was thinking it was Cafferty's DHing today.
Yeah, Hallback over in right, and then Omar in center. So some speed and some great arms out there.
Yeah, Hallback's got a cannon from right field. So, base hit to right field, you got to watch out if you're a base runner.
Throw over to first, runner back. Keeping an eye there on Push, who was hit by a pitch a moment ago. It's 0-1 here to Darian Morphew. Morphew over 2.
It'd be nice to get a ground ball, but I think Schroeder's more of a fly ball pitcher, which I was thinking about earlier in the game is... Oh, he didn't get to the base.
Never touched the base. When you slide back to first, you want to try to tag the bag, and he stopped a little short.
That reminded me of that old Major League.
That's where he's sitting there waving up.
Like,
I was just thinking that. Where
come on.
Willie Mays Hayes is trying to steal second, and he stops and gives an inappropriate gesture. Yes.
Yeah.
So nice pickoff there. Caught stealing his push. 1 down.
Yeah, didn't quite make it back. He was probably about 6 inches short. So
that's exactly what I thought of as a Major League thing. As soon as you said that.
He sold it well because the base umpire thought he was safe, but the home plate umpire obviously saw plenty of daylight between his hand and the base.
Yeah, I could see it from here.
And we have video replay, Nate says.
Exactly.
So we could have got the call right.
1 ball, 1 strike coming up here from Schroeder. He kicks and delivers outside on that one. 2 balls and a strike. So season winding down here. Taco Tuesday tonight. Cancer Awareness Night as well. It's a great chance for people to come on out. I got some friends coming to the game. They haven't been to a game this year. I've been watching some, but they are going to come out and enjoy the game tomorrow. So it should be fun. Grounder to first.
Another easy one for Trevor right there. Now, Fish, if they haven't come to a game yet, are they actually your friends?
Well, I will acknowledge them because they're good people.
Yeah. Well, I guess if they watch online every once in a while, they'd be good.
Last week they were going to come and the car broke down, so now they came so bad this week that they got a new car just to come to this game tomorrow. I think that's the reason.
They went to the dealership and say, "Hey, we got to get to a Buster's game."
Yep, it's Buster game, and we got to go Buster or bust. That's what it is. E.J. Taylor comes up. This guy is second in batting in the league, and he's fourth in RBIs. Tied for first in home runs.
Also a great defender. He's made a couple really nice plays over there. Obviously a huge target. As an infielder, you love to see a guy that's 6'5", 6'6" over there. It's really hard to make a bad throw when you got a guy that big.
Yeah, he had the night off last night. I was kind of surprised to see that. It didn't pinch hit or anything. He was out there taking batting practice yesterday, but for whatever reason, just had the full night off. 2-0 here to EJ.
How hot it was yesterday. If you're going to take a day off, that'd be the day to do it.
Here is the 2-0 from Schroeder. Chopped. Shortstop. Solis in between Hop. Gets it over to first. And as you said, 3 shortstops out there on the field. Brian Frew will stick around with us, and we'll take a break. Come right back. This is Sodbuster Baseball. Our score is 2-0, guys, in green. Right here from press box number 3. We'll take a word now from the Adams County Visitors Bureau.
The perfect place to start your Hastings experience. A place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for. From places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Welcome back as we have a pitching change for Fremont. We're giving you a number. Unless they change numbers on guys. So it's Nolan Meredith, who pitched last night's game and didn't get the decision, is out there. That's what number 17 says. So that's what we're going with. They have been known to switch jerseys on us, Fremont has, and not tell us. So we'll see what happens there. Let's see who Andy puts up. Ward? All right, so I don't have Ward on the roster, so let's look and see on the lineup card.
Yeah, it is number 17.
You got 17?
Yeah.
So they must have changed the numbers then. Yeah, so they changed jerseys on us. They do the old trickaroo sometimes, Fremont does, and doesn't tell anybody.
Trying to pull a fast one on us, I guess.
Apparently.
But whatever the lineup card says is gospel, I think.
Yep. Well, Ward, he's not on my roster, but his name is Ward, so we're going with Ward.
You know, Schroeder's pitching a great game so far, but it would be nice to get a couple more runs here, especially at this part of the lineup.
Leading things off, it'll be Cole Dawson. It'll be Dawson, Matson, and Hallbeck. 2, 3, 4 hitters, 2 up here for the Busters. They're leading 2-0. That one out to right field and fouled off out of play over by the bullpen. We'll do 0-1. Fremont pitcher Ward is in there. Right-hander, kind of a slinger from his elbow, just kind of sidearm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd guess low to mid 80s, but he's got kind of a unique arm action there. He works fast, quick lineup, so maybe keep the hitters off a little bit. We'll see. 1-2 pitch coming. I wouldn't be surprised to see the first breaking ball here.
Riley Ward is his name. That's all I know. He just got on the roster today. Sure, the one day I don't put a new Fremont roster. He's on there. Know nothing about him except for he's from Nebraska Wesleyan, and he's ahead in the count. 1-2. That one hit to shortstop. Austin Baskin tracks it down. It's hard to get one past him over there. He does a pretty good job.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of good shortstops in the league, and Baskin's no exception. Cole scorched that one, but he ranges over to his left and makes a nice play.
So Trevor Matson comes up. Trevor, boy, what an acquisition he has been this year. So glad that he came to us from the Pioneers, and boy, they're shaking their heads like, man, we let that guy go.
Yeah. And he's such a great kid, too. He's just he's hardworking. He does everything the right way. I know Scott's listening at home. Scott's a big fan of Trevor, so we're very, very happy to see him in green and gold this year.
0 for 1 on the day is Matson with a walk. He was intentionally walked last night late in the innings. They didn't want to face him. I wouldn't either. 1 ball, 1 strike out. Now is the count to Trevor Matson. Matt Hallbeck, he's red hot. He's on deck. Buster scored 2 in the third. They lead 2-0. Pitch from Ward is inside for a ball. So the night is done there for Shea Zetterman. 2 balls and a strike to Trevor Matson. Zetterman went 4 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, none earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. 3-1 now to Trevor Matson.
Yeah, he pitched a good game. I was surprised to see him exit early, but at this time of the year, you got to do what you got to do to make sure you have enough innings to get through the rest of the game, because guys are starting to go back to college a little bit, and or long season. Some guys are at 60, 70 innings, so a lot of college coaches want to shut them down at that point. So it's tough to manage a bullpen at this point in the year.
Full count fouled off there by Trevor Matson. Matson leads the team in doubles, home runs, RBIs, and hit by pitches. So probably not something you want to lead in, hit by pitches, but he does. He's kind of like the Anthony Rizzo at the plate there, just hugs the plate.
Yeah. Another good at bat by him. Takes an outside fastball for a ball. Trevor he's always competitive at the plate. Doesn't always get a hit, obviously. Doesn't always hit the ball hard, but he's always given his best effort, and he's always focused. So 1 out, runner on first with Hallback coming up.
With that walk, he took over lead as first base, leads in walks as well. He's got 1 more than Omar now. So another category. Matt Hallback's been red hot as of late. 3 hits last night, scored the winning run.
High and inside for strike one. Strike one. Got the top inside part of the plate there.
He owns one of the RBIs in this game. This Hallback. Down on the count, 0-1. Matson leads off first, being held on by E.J. Taylor. Short lead for Matson. Pitch on the way here from Ward is inside. Nice stop by Nichols. Nichols catching again 2 nights in a row, just like Carlson. Those guys are tough. I could never be a catcher. I'll pass.
Yeah, I think at that point you just kind of get used to being in pain all the time. So these guys, they know what to do, especially how hot it's been. Being behind the plate on the turf is not easy. And Hallback scorches one to right.
Inside-out swing there off the handle out to right field, and a nice hit there. Morphew playing shallow, but not shallow enough. It just drops it in. That's what you got to do. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to fall.
Yeah, I mean, he hit it hard, had a nice inside-out swing. We haven't seen any off-speed from this guy yet, so we'll see if he gets these type of guys that with the 3/4 arm angle are perfect for left-handed hitters. So I'd imagine Logan's going to be seeing the ball really well. Big gap out in left center, so we'll see if he can lace one over the shortstop's head here.
Logan Dew having a little bit of trouble hitting as of late. Moved down the order a little bit, but just trying to find his swing back, and he'll be back up towards the top of the order as well. Last night 0 for 4, 0 for 2 in the contest tonight. 2 guys on here, 2-0 Busters in the bottom of the 5th. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 runners on. And that one hit back up the middle. 3 guys on here. They're going to wave Trevor. No, they're going to hold him and respect the arm of Tyler Push, who does have a pretty good arm. So base is loaded now for the Sodbusters.
Yeah, that was the right call. I think Trevor, was being safe with 1 out. With 2 outs, he would have obviously been off on the crack of the bat, but you can't get doubled off and run yourself out of mid-inning. So base loaded, 1 out for Cafferty. I like our chances here.
Yeah, JT, good chance for an RBI here. 3 guys on base. You got Madsen standing on third, Hallbeck stands on second, and Johnstone on first. A walk and 2 singles. Only 1 out here in the inning as Dawson lined out to the shortstop, which could have easily very easily fallen through.
And there's a breaking ball finally. Looked pretty good too. I'm surprised that was the first time we've seen it out of him, but
yeah, good movement on that.
Yeah, now Cafferty's seen it, so he's ready for the fastball, and he's seen the breaking ball. So Cafferty does a great job on keeping his hands back on breaking balls. We'll see what he does. Going home with it.
Hit the third to get the force out
at
third. They
might get
overthrow
one
it
anyway.
first, and the Busters will score at least 1 on the overthrow. So it was a good play by the third baseman. And now the Busters are going to score 2 as the ball gets away on that one. So they do score 2 runs.
Now, the rule on that is, I think we get both runs on that. It's 2 from the field, 1 from the mound when it goes out of play. So Logan had already had second base, so he gets third and home on the dead ball, and Cafferty gets out to second base on it. So
Leeper with the throw home, a great throw from the third baseman to the catcher. They did retire Madsen, and then they overthrew it down to first to Taylor, and it got away from him, and 2 guys score. So the error on the throw there by Nichols, the catcher. 4-0 now Sodbusters. Take runs any way you can get them against Fremont. The umpires are going to talk it over. I think they made the right call, though.
Yeah.
Because the one guy was going to score. You get a guy scoring on a pass ball. He was coming to third.
Yeah, they're going to send him back.
They are going to send him
back. And I thought about it because if it was a ground ball to the shortstop and he threw it over, Logan would still be on third base. So
now Chandler wants an explanation out there of what's going on here. And correct me if I'm wrong, these guys haven't umpired a whole lot of Expedition League baseball, if I remember right.
Yeah, these are
relatively new.
Relatively new. So I think, I'm not sure. It depends on whether they thought Logan had already gotten to third, and then he would get the extra base on the overthrow or on the ball coming out. But it looks like we're going to keep it the same way.
So now it's going to stay. So they reversed it and then reversed it again, and now Shea Bennett's going to come out and plead his case. And he walks out just as slow as he does for pitching changes. To that, we timed him one time. It was 12 seconds. That was his fastest to walk out there.
I think Omar can get around all the bases in 12 seconds.
We ought to try that. Let's have Omar start at home and then send Shea Bennett out the dugout to the mound. He has to walk all the way to the mound. We'll see what happens there. Let's take a look around the Expedition League here as these guys discuss things. Western Nebraska snapped their 7-game winning streak last night against Sioux Falls. They are leading again tonight, 3-1 at Sioux Falls. Canyon County leading 4-3 at Casper. Badland Big Sticks leading 1-0 at home against Mining City. Spearfish up 1-0 at home against Pier Trappers. Sewers Valley leading on the road 3-2 at Wheat City, and our score pending is 4-0 here. So the balls, if you're just tuning in, the ball was hit to third. It was a good play by Leeper to get the force out with bases loaded to get Madsen at home. Then they overthrew it to go back to try to double off Johnstone. It got away. It's a bad throw from the first baseman. Rolled all the way over by the fence, even close to the bullpen over there. So 2 runs come around to score. So they're thinking, do you get 2 bases on a pass ball or do you get 1? And that's what they're discussing.
Yeah, I think it just depends on whether they thought Logan had already
was safe.
He would have had third base without the ball going out of play. Then he gets the extra base with it.
So looks like it's going to stay as stands, as Bennett's still not happy about the call, but understandable.
Well, what's a really good thing is that if Cafferty's running inside the line and he impedes on the throw, that's an automatic out. We get 0 runs out of it. So good job by Cafferty by just running directly at the base and not getting an interference call, because that would have really put a damper on things.
Right. Cafferty was the one that hit the ball going down the line. They tried to double him off, and that's when they overthrew it.
Yeah, and a lot of times guys will try to run on the inside of the baseline to make the throw harder, but if you get too far inside, they can call interference on you, and it's an automatic out, and that would have been 0 runs.
2 outs for Nick Carlson, that one outside. So Busters with 3 hits this inning. 2 runs in. They lead 4-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. That's Brian Frew. I'm Josh Salmon. You can check out our latest edition of the Sodcast. Available on all major platforms. We talk about Logan Johnstone. We talk about Trevor Mattson, the rest of the season, and a lot more. Check it out. Steve's got a bunch of interviews on there as well. 2-0 here is the count to Nick Carlson. So 94 is what the temperature was when we started the game. I don't think it's changed a whole lot. Yep, Carlson is 0 for 2 on the night, .213 batting average currently. He's grounded out and flew out. Excuse me, had a fielder's choice his first time up. 3-0 is in there for strike. Right down Burlington, taking all the way. JT Cafferty standing on second base. Busters at 2 in this inning, 2 in the 3rd inning. They lead 4-0. 4 runs on 5 hits. Fremont no runs on 3 hits, 2 errors. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off himself. He's a catcher. That's nothing to him.
Yeah, it was a good swing. Good swing on a 3-1 count. Got an inside fastball. Looked like he was trying to pull the ball, but misses it by, this is a game of inches. Misses it by about a half an inch. Otherwise, it's a line drive. But good 3-1 hack. That's what you want to see instead of a lazy bad pitch. Does it again right there.
Payoff pitch.
Yeah, that was more of a battling swing right there. So Carlson putting together a nice little at bat right here.
Yeah, he was injured for part of the season. He can get a whole lot of playing time there for a while, and then we lost Feeney and and then McGuigan got hurt, and so then Carlson just happened to be ready to go about that time and back from his injury. He's been playing quite a bit. Do have another catcher join the team yesterday, but bulk of it's going to go to Nick Carlson. Here's the 3-2 once again. High chopper to the pitcher. Ward's going to have to hurry to get him, and they do get him this time, and the Busters leave 1 on base. So 3 hits, 2 runs, and a runner left on base. And Brian, thanks for coming in. All right, there we go. Busters lead now 4-0. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field. We'll take a word now from Salmon Says Media.
Your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
All right, welcome back to Sodbuster Baseball. Josh Salmon along with you. Steve Stein now back in here as Brian Frew joined us. Brian was a good luck charm and brought 2 runs. You were in here last time. You brought 2 runs. Let's see if we can get another one going on here.
Good game going on.
It's been a good one.
Yep, Sodbusters lead at 4-0. They don't have an earned run yet. Now, in my book, I had them 1 earned run out of those first 2, but Andy has no earned runs there, and the Sodbusters are getting 2 more unearned runs, and now all of a sudden Jake Schroeder is staked to a 4-run lead. Hopefully he can keep his mentality, and he's worked around some jams, but thrown 65 pitches. He's out there, still allowed only 3 hits. He's walked once and hit 2, also struck out 1, and he's going to be facing 4, 5, and 6, and his curveball's really been good today. Like I say, been effectively wild at times. He hasn't had a perfect game, but has done a good job of keeping this Fremont team at bay so far and allowing just the 3 hits. Fremont has helped out with 2 errors, and both of those have been big. Sometimes you have a game where you committed an error or 2 and it really doesn't matter, but both of the Fremont errors looming very large. White steps in the right-handed box, and Schroeder's first pitch is hit into right field for a base hit. So Luke White aboard for the 3rd time today. He is 3 for 3 for the Fremont Moo.
Yeah, 2 errors last night for Fremont as well, and that one really didn't come back and bite him too much in those 2 errors. They were early in the game, and Busters weren't able to capitalize on those, but this time they hurt him.
Austin Baskett up there now, a pair of flyouts to right. His first 2 times up, he's the shortstop for the Fremont Moo. Sodbusters 4 runs, 5 hits now, as they own a 4-0 lead. Schroeder out of the stretch,
And the pitch, off speed, right across. That is the pitch that has been his go-to pitch today, as Fremont's not been able to get the measure of that one so far. No balls. Well, now they call that one a ball, I guess, by golly. 1 ball and no strikes, as it seemed to come across at the knees, but ruled ball 1. 1-0 the count now, as Schroeder takes a look over at first as Luke White, a small lead. Bouncing ball left side. It's going to be fielded by Lombardi. Throw to second for 1, and that is all they'll get, as the throw is on the second base side, and Cole Dawson did a great job avoiding the large Luke White, who was sliding in there pretty hard. And he did unleash a throw to first, but really no chance to get Baskin. So fielder's choice grounder, Lombardi able to get it over to Dawson. So they get the lead run, 5-4 in the put out there. 1 on 1 out now for Ryan Koski. Koski stands at the right-handed box, and Ryan Koski is 0 for 1. Did walk and steal a base his last time up. 4-0 Sodbusters, top half of the 6th, as Hastings looking for its 4th win of the year in a row. It would be their longest win streak of the season if they can find a way to get that one tonight. And off to a pretty good start here as we're now in the second half of this game. 4-0. Hastings on top. Pitch outside for a ball. A good stop for Nick Carlson to keep the runner at first. 1 ball, no strikes on Ryan Koski.
Yeah, 5 hits for Fremont, and 3 of those belong to Luke White.
And he was erased on the fielder's choice grounder, but he has had a very good day at the plate. Schroeder's allowed only 2 hits to the rest of the team combined, and throw over to first, and Jake's got a pretty good move, as Tyler Push found out a little bit earlier in the game. He was picked off at first, never did make it back to the first base bag, and was called out after he, adding insult to injury, got hit by the pitch, and then he got picked off. 1-0 delivery. And the pitch is across for a strike, 1-1 on Ryan Koski, with 1 on and 1 out in the top of the 6th. Sodbusters 4, Moo 0.
On the official scoring, there's only 4 hits for Fremont. He has 3 for Luke White, and he has 1 for Dylan Sears. That's what I have in my book, but I missed some of it with technical issues. 4 hits. That's what Nate has as well.
Well, let's check it out. Here's the pitch, and this one is outside.
Always check with Steve. Steve is very meticulous in scoring.
Ball 2. Let's see. I have Dylan Sears with a single in the second inning.
Yep, and then 3 hits by Luke White, so there's 4.
And then let's see where my other hit is. As the pitch from Schroeder is on the way, and this one is rifled into the left center field gap. That's a base hit, as rounding second, staying there, will be Austin Baskin. He reached on the fielder's choice, so now 2 hits in the inning, 2 on, and just 1 man out, as the Sodbusters trying to get out of this jam. One of the better threats of the day going on right here.
Ryan Melvin warming up in the bullpen for Hastings. We talked to Coach last night. He says Ryan's definitely available. He's been pitching really well as of late also.
Trey Nichols, catcher for the squad from Fremont, steps to the plate. And the pitch across for a strike. No balls and 1 strike.
Nichols batting $192 on the season. Hasn't been with the team all season, in all fairness to him.
And I also have 5 hits in the game, so it's apparently the scoreboard's wrong. So everybody's the same except the scoreboard.
Oh, he did add a hit now, Koski and then Sears. So he just didn't have to hit this inning, one of the hits, I think. So now it's 5.
Right.
Okay.
And the scoreboard shows 6.
Okay, so it is 1 off.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. It's a bouncing ball left side. That is going to be fielded by Solis. Throws to second for 1. Over to first. Double play. Sodbusters out of difficulty here as Jake Schroeder dials up a DP. As we see Solis get it over to Dawson, to Matson. 6-4-3, and nothing happening for the Fremont Moo here in the 6th inning. No runs on 2 hits and 1 man left, and we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It is Hastings 4 and Fremont nothing. This is Sodbuster Baseball. Johnson Imperial of Hastings and Kearney has been a quality builder and developer since 1918. They have your office and retail space solution. Over 300,000 square feet of premier space. On-site management and maintenance. Great locations and abundant pricing. Space is designed and built to suit. And flexible leasing options available. Johnson Imperial also features general contracting services. Check out all they have to offer. JohnsonImperial.com. Johnson Imperial in Hastings and Kearney. That's JohnsonImperial.com. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Sodbusters continue to play solid defense during this nice little run they've had, looking for a fourth straight win. And after Riley Ward pitched an inning, looks like this is going to be number 19, Luke Hamza. So 19, Luke Hamza will be the new pitcher for the Fremont Moo. So they will go away from Riley Ward, who worked one inning, allowing 2 unearned runs on 2 hits. And Hamza will see his first opportunity as the Hastings Sodbusters will get a look at him with their 8-9-1. And for Hamza, 1-0 record, a 6.54 ERA. He's making his 7th appearance. He did have a couple of starts. Does have a save on the year. And he's thrown 11 innings, striking out 16, walking 6. Right-handed pitcher, going to be facing the 8-9-1 hitters for the Hastings Sodbusters. 4 runs, 5 hits for the Hastings Sodbusters. No runs, 5 hits for the Fremont Moo. Sodbusters have taken advantage of a couple of Fremont errors to plate multiple runs in both the 3rd and 5th innings. Also, walks have proved costly for Fremont. It's just nice to see the other teams struggle with that, because Sodbusters, during some of their worst days, walks have been big and untimely errors have proved very costly. And that's baseball a little bit. When it starts rolling your way, you get those kind of breaks on what could have been a double play, 2-run score. As the Sodbusters will have Luke Solis coming to the plate here, the first man to face Luke Hamza. Hamza, right-handed pitcher. Right-handed hitter is Luke Solis. We'll see what he can get done here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. As Sodbusters leading it by a score of 4-0. Hamza, big tall right-hander, and brings the pitch home. Right at the knees for strike 1, no balls, and 1 strike on Luke Solis, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Was the 4th strikeout victim of Shea Zetterman, who would be the losing pitcher. Zetterman working the first 4 innings, allowing 2 runs. Pitch taken low, 4-1. 1-1 strike on Luke Solis.
Hamza from Gilbert, Arizona. He's like, heat. This is like winter. It's 94. Come on.
It's 94 at 8 a.m. in Phoenix. Bouncing ball, left side, could be trouble. Third baseman fields cleanly. Leeper throws to first in time. That is a nice play for Peyton Leeper, who had to charge in and make a solid throw, and Luke Solis is out 5-3 on the putout. Jack Lombardi will cover the plate for the Hastings Sodbusters, number 9 hitter, who is 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk his first 2 times up.
Leeper's had some really good plays. He had the play to home earlier with the bases loaded. The throw to home was right on the mark, and they overthrew it after that, but he's been playing a really good third base over there. And you've got Sears right to his left, so very good defense. Sears is over here, and you have Baskin at shortstop. So all 3 of those guys are really good.
And don't take anything away from E.J. Taylor, who's made a couple of diving stops. Here's a hard hit ball down the right field line, but foul, as Jack Lombardi nearly with extra bases, but sliced it foul. No balls and 1 strike. Yeah, E.J. Taylor's probably had the best day. He's had a couple of diving stops, able to get to the bag. He had that one that bounced off his glove right to Sears, who threw it back to him. But now the one play he didn't make on an errant throw by the catcher did allow 2 runs to score, as he couldn't quite bring in the throw from the catcher. Threw it just a little bit wild, Trey Nichols, and that bounced out of play, allowing not 1 but 2 runs to score. And that's gave the Sodbusters what is now their 4-0 lead. Off-speed pitches out of the zone. 1-1 the count on Jack Lombardi for the Hastings Sodbusters.
Lombardi.
1 out, nobody on, 4-0 the score. Sodbusters with the lead.
Lombardi trying to get something going. Just really hasn't found his stroke as of late with the bat.
1-1 pitch, and hits this one right to the shortstop. Baskin fields cleanly, takes his time and throws to first, and there are 2 ground ball outs. So Hams has done his job. A couple of grounders, and back to the top of the order for
Omar Jackson, who's looking to gain his first hit of the day. A line out to right, a strikeout, and a ground out to first. His first 3 trips to the plate today.
For Hamza, it's got to be Green Eggs and Hamza. I mean, it has to be the nickname. I'm sure I'm not the first one to come up with that.
And I'm sure he's really not excited about
No,
being called that.
I'm sure he's not.
Yeah.
Probably won't get a Christmas card with his name on it for this year.
Here's the pitch. Off speed is taken high. Or would you actually alliterate a little more? Green Eggs and Hamza.
There you go. Green Eggs and Hamza. Might as well go all the way, right?
Yeah, 1-0 the count now on Omar Jackson. And the pitch. Sliced foul. 1 ball and 1 strike on Omar. Good to see him back at the starting lineup today. Still battling a little hamstring issue. Came in defensively in yesterday's contest as the Sodbusters eliminated their DH and put Hallback out there to pitch, and worked out well as Hallback picked up the win in relief. 1-1 delivery is on the way. Did not allow a hit in 2 innings of work. Worked out of a first and third no-out situation in the 10th, and the Sodbusters able to win it in the 11th after you have that the substitution runner, if you will, and the international tiebreaker out at second, and he came in to score, but did not allow a hit as they laid down a bunt and got an infield grounder to score their run. Now 2-2 the count on Omar Jackson, but Hallback did a little of everything yesterday. Had a game-tying hit, scored a couple of times, knocked in one, and was the winning pitcher.
I was going to say, if it's not 2 outs, I would drop a bunt down, because look where Leaper's playing at third. There's no way you'd get him.
Now, even if there is 2 outs, go ahead and get yourself a base runner.
Sure.
Big swing, no contact, and Sodbusters go quietly here in the 6th. No runs on no hits. We head to inning number 7. It's still Hastings 4 and Fremont nothing, and this is Sodbuster Baseball.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball. When you're not heading to Duncan Field to watch the Sodbusters, head on over to Laughlin Country Club. The best view in Hastings. Their 2-story window overlooks the pristine course, their upscale clubhouse, and their kitchen crafts delicious dining menus. Behind the scenes is an entire full-service team led by their banquet manager who's working to make sure your event is executed flawlessly. Laughlin Country Club, 402-462-4151.
Bottom half of inning number 7 as the I should say of inning number 6. The Hastings, we'd head to the top of the 7th. We'll figure it out. Fremont is going to bat here in the top of the 7th. Let's do that. And it is 4-0 as Fremont going to be batting against Jake Schroeder, who's out there for his 7th inning of work. And what a solid day he has had so far. No runs on 5 hits. He's just been around the zone, struck out 1. Walked 1. He's hit 2. 74 pitches coming into this frame for the right-hander, Jake Schroeder. Meanwhile, Fremont's already used 3 pitchers so far, but Schroeder a good, solid outing and really hasn't lost his effectiveness. Able to work around the leadoff single in the 6th and got a double play behind him, as it did allow 2 singles this past inning, but errorless defense so far for the Hastings Sodbusters. They'll hope to continue that string right here.
Here's Leaper, 0 for 1 with a walk.
Leaper lined out to right field. His last time up stands the left-handed box, and Jake Schroeder brings it in. Just outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Peyton Leaper. As Leaper standing in the left-handed box here for the squad from Fremont. And that pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes on Peyton Leaper, starting third baseman for the Fremont Moo. He is out of southeast Missouri State. Makes his home in Wisconsin. 2-0 the count. Sodbusters with the lead, 4-0 here in the 7th. And the pitch is sprayed foul, 2-1 the count on Peyton Leaper. Top half of inning number 7 as the Sodbusters trying to find a way here to get a win for Jake Schroeder. Schroeder coming into today with an ERA of 9.3, but has had a couple of decent outings recently. 2-1 delivery. And that's fouled down the third base line, and it is just going to be out of the reach of Jack Lombardi, who actually overran it and tried to slide back. And there are 2 strikes, however, 2-2 now on Lieber.
Well, Wagner came into this game hoping that Schroeder could give him some innings, and Schroeder's pitched no more than 3 innings all season, and so far he's doubled that.
Now working his way into the 7th, and like I say, his pitch count here, if he can find a way to maximize his pitch numbers this inning, a chance to get into the 8th. Just 74 pitches thrown. If he's used to the stamina, I guess, in terms of is he used to throwing that many pitches in one time? Well, that one was just, I'd say that one slipped. That was about 5 feet outside and back to the screen.
And
it's 3-2.
Yeah, that would be like me trying to throw a knuckleball. That thing just kind of floated out to nowhere. 3-2. Ryan Melvin is still warming up.
And that's one of those, if you're Leaper, swing at it and run to first.
Right.
Because you're going to reach.
On the video game, looks like the Epheus.
3-2 pitch. Much better pitch this time, and Leaper gets a piece and stays alive. 7th pitch that you had coming up to Peyton Leaper. And this is a big one. You want to get that leadoff man, and sometimes those long at-bats, if the batter wins that war, it can be a real downer. You mentioned Ryan Melvin working behind Jake Schroeder. It could be that Jake is down to his last few pitches regardless, and if a batter reaches, he may be done. 3-2 delivery, and this one is swung on and missed. Well, I'll tell you, I think Schroeder going to stay in for at least one more hitter. Probably earned the right there as he blew it by Leaper for the strikeout there. Just his 2nd of the game for Schroeder, but now will face the number 9 hitter, Dylan Sears.
See, I think that pitch was a deception pitch. That's what he did that on purpose, because Leaper had no idea what was coming then. Fouled off a couple and then just struck out.
So now Dylan Sears to the plate. He's 1 for 2, had a single and a fly out. The contest, 5 hits in the game, and you mentioned it. Luke White has 3 of those. Here is the delivery from Schroeder. On the outside corner for strike 1, no balls and 1 strike, and you'd love to find a way to not see White this inning. They still have ways to go to get to him in the order, but are going to get their top of the order coming up after Dylan Sears, but trying to get the number 9 hitter and then work on Tyler Push. 0-1 delivery is across, although not a stereotypical number 9 hitter, with Dylan Sears outstanding in the field and at the plate, batting over 300 coming into this one at 305. No balls, 2 strikes as Schroeder gets the sign from Carlson, brings home the 0-2 delivery. Inside net hit him, and that is painful for Sears, but also painful for Jake Schroeder, who had Sears down in the count and does give up a 1-out base runner, and that's the 3rd hit batsman for Jake Schroeder, even though he's only walked 1.
Luke Bay stands on the step, but he's not making the walk, and now he is. As soon as I say that, out to the mound. Probably going to be it.
And it is going to be a pitching change, so we will see Ryan Melvin, so he was basically given the opportunity until he gave up a base runner, and here he has done that in the 7th inning. 1 on and 1 out, top of the order coming up. When we come back, it is 4-0 Hastings. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Or means Sodbusters baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your number 1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
Odyssey. Casual, modern, and innovative cuisine, drinks, and service in the heart of downtown Hastings. The website is odysseydowntown.com. Call for reservations 402-834-3811. Odyssey. Reservations are required for lunch and dinner. Carryout orders taken on the day of carryout only. 834-3811. A sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Ryan Melvin will be the new pitcher with Hastings on top by a score of 4-0. Melvin making his 12th appearance in 12 1/3 innings. He's allowed 10 runs on 9 hits, 8 of those earned. He has walked 11 and struck out 5. His record 0-1, his ERA at 5.83, but that's come down considerably as he's had some good, solid outings here recently, and he'll try to come in with 1 on and 1 out and put a 0 on the board in the 7th inning.
He has not allowed any runs at all, earned runs, since June 26th. Since the 26th, he's had 5 appearances in that time, and not allowed a single run. So that's how good he's been pitching right now. I've been in his zone. I asked him, I said, "How you feeling?" He said, "Good." And he's just a quiet guy. Doesn't get too excited about stuff, but he does love the game, and his teammates really like this guy.
Yeah, his last outing, he worked an inning against Spearfish, allowed 2 hits. Now, he did allow 2 runs, but they were not earned. And you mentioned he has not allowed an earned run his last 5 appearances. Those were the only runs, period, during those 5 appearances. So even in that one, no earned runs allowed. So he has really seen his ERA. After his first outing, his ERA was 21.6. And he's dropped it all the way to 5.83. You have one bad outing in a summer league, and it takes a while to get it down. So Ryan doing a good job of just putting zeros on the board and controlling what he can control. And he'll now try to control the top of the order with Tyler Push and Darian Morphew to bat against Ryan Melvin.
Melvin, Grand Island Northwest alum, left-hander out there, played for, of course, senior high baseball team. So back in the day. It was fun for him. He wanted to play when they played at Ryder Park and didn't get to come in that game because he pitched the 2 previous games. So he was hoping to come in, but I understand why they didn't put him in, and he understands that too.
And Melvin, of course, also playing for a team that's awfully tough in the summer, year in and year out, Home Federal, American Legion team in Grand Island. So here comes Tyler Push. He is 0 for 2 on the day, and he is first pitch swinging and fouling it back. No balls. 1 strike the count on Tyler Push, leading off and playing center field for this squad from Fremont, batting .314 with a home run and 19 runs batted in. Right-handed hitter, left-handed pitcher is Ryan Melvin, trying to keep this game at 4-0. And what an outing for Jake Schroeder, by far and away his longest outing of the year, 6 1/3 innings. No runs so far, 5 hits. The pitch is low into the dirt. He hit 3, walked 1, struck out 1. Does have that man, Dylan Sears, in his scoring column. So still could potentially give up a run if he does come around to score.
Tyler Push, 1 of 5 last night, 0 for 3 tonight. Still batting .315, though, after 1 for 5 last night coming into tonight.
1-1 pitch on the way. His 1 hit, though, was a big one. It was a part of the 1-run inning that tied the contest. Sodbusters would win it in extras by a score of 3-2. 1-1 after 9 innings of play, and then both teams scoreless in the 10th. Fremont played at a run at the top of the 11th. Sodbusters came back with 2 in the bottom of the inning to win the opening game of the series and their 3rd straight overall. Bouncing ball back up the middle, could be 2. Solis to Dawson, over to first in time. 6-4-3 double play. Nothing happening for Fremont here in the top half of inning number 7 as the Sodbusters continue to lead the Fremont Moo by a score of 4-0. And this is Sodbuster Baseball.
Oh, yeah, so, Mr. Johnson, we took a look at your car, and turns out you got a broken rotator splint. You want us to fix it or what?
When your car needs repaired, don't take it to that guy. Take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Old school service with new school technology. 701 East South Street in Hastings. So anytime your doohickey, thingamajig, or whatchamacallit breaks off, take it to Eldon's Automotive Repair. Eldon'sAutomotiveRepair.com. Remember, don't go to that other guy.
Come on, I ain't got all day. I'm busy, you know.
Now,
a reminder from the Nebraska Lottery. Nebraska Pick 5 has draws 7 days a week, with jackpots still starting at $50,000. So play Nebraska Pick 5 today, or you might miss your chance to win big.
Top prize odds 1 in 501,000.
Let's head to the bottom half of inning number 7. Sodbusters continue to own a 4-0 lead. It'll be Dawson, Matson, and Hallback, 2, 3, and 4. If you want some insurance, that's a pretty good place in the order to start with Cole Dawson, first man up there, and it will be Luke Hamza out for his 2nd inning of work. Shea Zetterman worked the first 4 innings. Riley Ward 1, and now Hamza in inning number 2 here of his effort, and he'll face Cole Dawson. Dawson has reached base twice. He's 1 for 2, an infield single back in the first. He reached on an error and scored as part of that 2-run third. Also hit it on the button, but lined out to the shortstop his last time up. Bottom half of the 7th inning, Sodbusters looking to extend the lead. Hits are even at 5 apiece, but the Sodbusters with 4 runs on the board, taking advantage of a couple of Fremont errors. Hard hit ball to the left center field gap. That is trouble. Dawson is able to round first. He's headed for second. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Cole Dawson was thinking 2 as soon as that came off the bat. It was chased down in pretty good shape in left field by Ryan Koski, but Dawson hustling all the way. He's into second base with nobody out.
Yeah, all those outfielders have a great arm, and as you said, Dawson right out of the box was thinking too. He's been very aggressive, swinging the first pitch a lot lately. That time it paid off in the power alley, runner in scoring position.
Let's see how the Sodbusters play it. Well, they're not going to take a bat out of this guy's hands. Trevor Matson, top RBI producer of the year. He's first pitch swinging, and that's a line drive, base hit. Dawson had to make sure it got down, so he'll only advance to third, but the Sodbusters have runners at the corners and nobody out for their 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and in particular, Matt Hallback has been swinging a very good bat. Any fly ball to moderate outfield would allow Dawson to score. Sodbusters may be thinking more than that at this point.
Well, Wagner's been challenging the guys lately to string hits together, multiple hits. They did that back in the 5th inning, 3 hits in a row. Now they got 2 here.
And Hallback already with 2 hits in the game, including an RBI double and a single and a run scored, does take the first pitch for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. So Sodbusters had faced all of 2 pitches and had a double and a single. Hallback takes the first from Hamza right here.
He's seeing the ball really well. 3 hits last night as well.
Here's the pitch, off speed, and this one is popped into the air, short center field, making the catch. Dawson not going to be able to advance there. It's a good job for Tyler Push and makes the throw home, and with nobody out, Chandler Wagner being pretty conservative there. It's a fly ball to center field. It'll be up to Logan Johnstone to cash this opportunity with first and third and 1 out.
Yeah, respecting the arm of Tyler Push, which is very good, by the way, and you're up by 4. Why risk it? Keep your runners on the corners there.
Now, if there's 2 outs, or excuse me, if there's 1 out, you may go ahead and do it. But with nobody out, there's an opportunity now for Logan Johnstone to perhaps bring home the run if he can fly it a little bit deeper than that. And the pitch is taken high for ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes, and plus Johnstone swinging it pretty well as well. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a single and a run scored. He has an RBI ground out as well. 1-0 the count on Johnstone. He scorched one over to the first baseman, went off his glove and right to the second baseman, who threw it back to the first baseman for a rare 3-4-3 putout, but that did score a run, the second of the ball game in the 3rd inning. Sodbusters added 2 in the 5th. 2-0 the count now on Logan Johnstone, the Gonzaga recruit, and he slices this one foul down the third base line. Count goes to 2-1 on Logan Johnstone for the Hastings Sodbusters.
I have been so impressed with this young man. He is going to play at Gonzaga. He's come into this league as a high school player, and he's really turned himself into a college baseball player in a very short time.
2-1 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Sodbusters looking to extend a 4-0 lead. Hamza brings it home, and this one is bounced back up the middle. Second baseman to the shortstop over to first. In time, double play. Just what the Sodbusters did not need. And Hastings is turned away. 4-6-3 on the play. Is a good job there from Dylan Sears, Austin Baskin, and E.J. Taylor as Logan Johnstone grounds into the inning-ending double play. No runs, 2 hits, 1 man left. Josh Salmon will take you home when we come back for the final 2 innings of this one. It is Hastings 4, Fremont nothing, and this is Sodbuster Baseball. Adams County Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience. A place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastings.nebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau.
Did that a couple times until it got.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Well, Ryan Melvin back out there, got the double play. as he came in to take over for Jake Schroeder, who pitched a wonderful game. Busters up still 4-0. Josh Salmon, Nate Miller to my right. Steve Steinfeld along with you tonight as well. And when Melvin threw that got the ground ball into the dugout, he went. First person to greet him, Jake Schroeder, came all the way out about halfway to the chalk line there and gave him a big fist bump and said, "Thanks, buddy, for bailing me out on that runner," because that runner would have been charged to Schroeder. So here we are, 4-0 Busters in the 8th. It's 4 runs on 7 hits for Hastings, no runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for Fremont. Fremont's had 4 errors in 2 days. Yesterday's didn't really come back to bite them too much, but tonight's have. So it's going to be Morphew, Taylor, and White due up here in the top of the 8th. Morphew, left fielder. He's going to be playing right field tonight. And the pitch coming up here from Ryan Melvin. Lefty looks against the lefty batter. 0 for 3 tonight is Morphew. Swung and missed that one. He was fooled. Take a look around the Expedition League scoreboard here momentarily. No balls, 1 strike. No outs, top 8. 4-0 Hastings. Yeah. Foul off third base sides. Hastings has won 3 in a row. 2 on the road against Western Nebraska that beat Fremont last night in 11 innings. Very exciting game, and Buster's able to put 2 up in the 3rd here and then scored 2 on some errors and some bizarre plays back in the 5th. They lead 4-0. Here is the 0-2 pitch coming up from Ryan Melvin, and that one outside. It goes to 1-2. So Expedition League scores. Get those here. I'm working on those. Ryan Melvin gets the sign. Lefty coming set and delivers. Curveball misses outside. Not a bad idea. That was a pretty good pitch, but did just miss. As we look at Western Nebraska leading 5-2 at Sioux Falls in the 7th. Spearfish leading 2-1 at home in the 3rd against Pierre. 2-2 fouled off. Badland Big Sticks leading 3-1 against Mining City at home. And bottom of the 6th, Wheat City trailing at home 5-2 to Source Valley. Canyon County Spuds 8-3 winner of game number 1 against Casper. Looks like they have a doubleheader. Haven't started the second game yet. Here's the 2-2 from Ryan Melvin, and that one misses outside. Melvin upset with himself on that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Have to be ahead 0-2 here. Good at bat for Dorian Morphew. Darian Morphew pops that one into left field. Very lazy fly ball out there. Making the catch is Logan Johnstone, and there's one down. That's just kind of a lazy fly. No other way to describe it. 0 for 4 is Morphew. So E.J. Taylor comes up. Keep in mind, this guy coming into this game was 2nd in the league in batting average, tied for 2nd with home runs, and 5th in RBIs. He swings a good stick, but 0 for 2 in today's game. Both those against Schroeder, though, as he's facing Melvin for the first time. Lefty Melvin versus righty Taylor comes set. That one hit towards right field. Cole Dawson can't come up with it. Dawson took his eyes off the ball. He was going to field it with his left hand, and his eyes were on the ball, and his hand was another place, and it went right underneath the arm there. So hit there for Taylor. First pitch swinging there for Taylor. Came out aggressively. Luke White comes up. He's only got 3 hits tonight. 3 of 3. 320 batting average now for him. Taylor's batting average jumps up to 401 after that one. 1 ball, no strikes. Luke White singled in the 1st, 3rd, and 5th. And they're nothing fancy. They are just these little dinkers in the outfield, but he's made a career out of that here in the Expedition League. Taylor lead off first. Not a big lead. That pitch misses inside. 2-0. So Ryan Melvin, not missing by much, but just missing by a little bit. When he did throw one over the plate, E.J. Taylor just hit it for a single. Melvin comes set, and that one a strike. And Luke White a little late on it, fouls it straight back. 2 balls and 1 strike. We appreciate you guys tuning in on the YouTube and the Mixler radio. Sorry about the technical difficulties at the beginning. You gotta love technology. Nothing new about it, right? You have to love it. 2 balls and a strike. Melvin wants a new sign. Does get one he likes from Nick Carlson, his catcher. Taylor leads off at first for Fremont. Here is the pitch. Again, Luke White a little late. Fouls that one straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Melvin. See if he goes back to the curveball or if he goes with the heater. Ryan has pitched extremely well his last several outings. As I said, he hasn't given up an earned run since June 26. Gave up 2 runs his last time up, but they weren't earned. The 2-2 offering. It is a curveball, and that's it in the center field. Again, a lazy fly ball. Omar with a one-handed catch. Taylor retreats, and there's 2 down. First time Luke White has been out tonight. 3 for 4 in the game. Austin Baskin comes up. Shortstop's been busy over there at shortstop, making some great plays. At the plate, though, he's 0 for 3. Baskin 0 for 8 in the series thus far. I'm not complaining. Taylor shortly to first. Pitch misses inside. I really like Melvin's curveball. It's nothing fancy coming out of the hand. It's the old 12-6 from the left-hander. But he throws it in good spots, and it's effective. Something he's been working on. The 1-0 coming up from Ryan Melvin. That one hits a short. Solis over to second to get the easy out to Cole Dawson. A ground out, and Fremont gets out of the inning. No hits, no runs going on that inning, and we are done with 7.5. Busters lead 4-0. This is Sodbuster Baseball. Come on back. And now a word from one of our sponsors. Let's hear from Salmon Says Media.
Your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Good pitching once again from Ryan Melvin. Gave up the hit to Taylor, but then got out of it and got out of the inning. So Busters come up here with a 4-run lead in the bottom of the 8th. I'm Josh Salmon. Nate Miller running our TV cameras to my right, and Steve Stein also in the broadcast tonight. And besides playing broadcaster, I also play audio engineer. So sometimes when Steve's on, it gives me a chance to test the audio and mess with things. So that's what we're doing there. It'll be JT Cafferty, Nick Carlson, Luke Solis due up here for the Sodbusters. 6, 7, 8 here in the 8th. And still out there to pitch is Hamza. Big leg kick for Hamza. That one right to Taylor. Line drive, it is caught. I thought maybe it bounced for a second, but it didn't. That was just a line drive. And 1 pitch, 1 out. Taylor, a very good first baseman. We didn't see him in yesterday's game. Luke White over there. And Luke White fielded some good balls last night, too. All fairness to him. So that brings up Carlson. Nick 0 for 3 in the game. He ruled the game last night with the game-winning hit. Said he came up to the bat and just wanted to put the ball in play. He did. Got a single, and they scored a run. They won in the 11th, bottom of the 11th. Here's the 1-0. That one hits a second line drive again, and right on top of it is Sears. And making quick work here this inning is Hamza. He's thrown 3 pitches. Luke Solis comes up. 1 of 3. Single, strikeout, ground out for Luke Solis. Doing a great job out there at shortstop. You got to love this defense for the Sodbusters. Strike 1. You've got Lombardi, Solis, and Cole, Dawson. And those 3 guys can basically be moved around. They can all play second. They can all play short. They can all play third. Dawson hasn't played a whole lot of third until he came to this league. We played him the first couple games there. He's more comfortable up the middle. Solis the same. I think Lombardi's comfortable at third base, but he can also play second and short and can play left field. That one right back up in the middle into center field. Oh, wow. Second baseman came up with that. Sears. They're not going to get him, though. I didn't think that thing had any chance of getting got. Where did Sears come from out of nowhere to even stop that ball? But it is an infield hit. I thought for sure that was just going to be right in the center field. Second hit of the night for Luke Solis. And brings up Jack Lombardi. So for Hamza, third hit he's given up. Throw to first, diving back is Solis. 2 out here. I don't think Busters will be going anyplace. They're up 4-0 though, however. Lombardi do. 0 for 2. Tonight, pitch in there for a strike. Lombardi 0 for 3 last night. Luke Solis stands on first base. Solis does have 4 stolen bases, has not been caught this year, leading off of first base. Luke Hamza wants a new sign from his catcher. The 0-1 coming from the stretch. High chopper to short. On top of it is Baskin over to first. All one big swift motion there. And grounding out is Lombardi. And the Busters leave 1 on base. 1 hit, 1 left on. No runs in. At 8 complete, it is 4-0. Sodbusters 3 out of the way from their 4th victory in a row. I don't want to jinx it, but we'll be right back. This is Sodbuster Baseball from Duncan Field.
Imperial of Hastings and Kearney has been a quality builder and developer since 1918. They have your office and retail space solution. Over 300,000 square feet of premier space. On-site management and maintenance. Great locations and abundant pricing. Spaces designed and built to suit. And flexible leasing options available. Johnson Imperial also features general contracting services. Check out all they have to offer. JohnsonImperial.com. Johnson Imperial in Hastings and Kearney. That's JohnsonImperial.com. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Jake Bigham comes out of the bullpen to try to get the win for the Busters, close out the game, if you will. Ryan Melvin did a great job out there in relief of Schroeder, who pitched a great job himself to start the game. Official line here on Ryan Melvin is 1 2/3 innings pitched, only 1 hit. Didn't strike out anybody, didn't walk anybody, allowed no runs, and Ryan Melvin continues to be a force from the bullpen. So insert Bigham. Bigham joined the team late this year. Not pitching like he did last year, but still a guy that you have confidence in this situation. Last 2 outings has not allowed a run, earned or otherwise. He's gotten 2 saves his last 2 times out. July 17th, he got the save against Casper. And then just back on July 24th, a few days ago, got the save at Pioneers on the 7-3 win. So he will face 6, 7, 8 here. Koski, Nichols, and Leeper. In the 9th for Fremont. They're down 4-0. Fremont has 6 hits, but haven't been able to capitalize on anything, leaving several runners on base again tonight. 2 errors tonight didn't help their situation. Strike 1 there from Jake Bigham. Busters 3-game winning streak, trying to make it to 4 against Fremont. Fremont has won bulk of the series this season. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Busters upset or beat Moo on the opening day here at Duncan Field and then lost the next one. Next time they met up, the next 2 games, Moo won on May 28th and 29th at Fremont. And they met up again here. Moo won those 2 here on the 30th and June 3rd. Sodbusters took the next 2 from, they lost on June 8th, and the Sodbusters took 2 from the Moo. Strike 3, Koski goes down, and 1 strikeout. Bingham is bringing the heat. So coming up to the plate here, Trey Nichols, the catcher. Catcher Nichols is 0 for 3 on the night. Oh, they have a pinch hitter. So Simonson's going to be pinch hitting. Simonson started the game last time in right field. He's 0 for 3 in last night's game. Simonson swings a mean bat, so I understand Shea Bennett's here. That's a good call for him. And that one is into right center field. 1 pitch, and this could be 2 bases as Simonson takes a wide turn, but Hallback has a cannon and gets that thing in and says, okay, I'll stay with a single. So the move paid off for Fremont as Simonson came in and got the single. Leaper comes up. Leaper 0 for 2 in the game. It's Peyton Leaper. Leaper batting .286. Simonson stands on first base. He was pinch hitter a moment ago. Simonson has only stolen 1 base all year. Fouled straight back, strike 1. So Jake Schroeder started the game. Then he went to Ryan Melvin. And now Jake Bigham. No earned runs between the 3 guys. Busters only gave up 2 runs total last night in a 3-2 victory. Pitching really well against a very tough offense. Let's keep that going here in the 9th. Up 4-0. That pitch a little high. 1-1 here to Peyton Leaper. 1 out. Fremont down their last 2 outs. Koski struck out to lead off the inning. Then pitch hitter Simonson came in, singled on the first pitch he saw. He's on first base. Here's the 1-1 right now to Peyton Leaper. That one hit to short. Solis in the hole to second, back to first, and they get the double play, and they do! Busters win it on the double play. That's the 3rd double play they converted tonight. What a great combination out there. The 6-4-3. Those guys have really found the groove out there at short and short and second base, grounding into double play. Busters get their 4th win. 4-0. Sodbusters win. They have 4 runs on 8 hits and no errors. No runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for Fremont. We'll take a break, come back, look at all the numbers. Busters win it 4-0. Sodbuster postgame show coming up.
If you're not heading to Duncan Field to watch the Sodbusters, head on over to Laughlin Country Club. The best view in Hastings. Their 2-story window overlooks the pristine course, their upscale clubhouse, and their kitchen crafts delicious dining menus. Behind the scenes is an entire full-service team led by their banquet manager who's working to make sure your event is executed flawlessly. Laughlin Country Club, 402-462-4151.
Jake Bigham getting the ground ball there just when he needed it to end the game. Josh Salmon back with you. Nate Miller on the TV controls and Steve Stein also on the broadcast tonight. As Busters win 3 in a row, take 2 out of 2 from Fremont. Busters won the last 2 on the road and now 2 here at home against Fremont. Some great pitching and some timely hitting. 4 runs tonight, 3 against the Moo last night. Moo have scored 2 runs in 2 days against Hastings. They put the hits together. They had hits last night, couldn't do much with them. Last night they had 6 hits, only 2 runs, stranded 11 batters. Did Fremont. Tonight they stranded several batters as well. 7 hits, not able to capitalize on anything. Several double plays induced. Great job pitching there. I'm going to talk to Luke Bay about his guys and how well they've been pitching as of late because they pitched good on the road. They've been pitching really good at home last night and here tonight. Schroeder gets the win. Jake Schroeder. Taking the loss is Shea Zetterman for Fremont. And Zetterman gave up the 2 runs, and then Ward gave up 2. And Hamza was pretty effective out of the bullpen for Fremont. You look at Hastings Sodbusters, Jake Schroeder, outstanding tonight, pitched the longest outing of the season for him. 6 1/3, 5 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 27 batters faced. Ryan Melvin was outstanding. 1 2/3 innings, just gave up the 1 hit, and Jake Bigham came in 1/3 of an inning, gave up a hit and a strikeout, and that was it. Busters, you look at their hitting, they put it together a good night of hitting. 8 hits, 4 runs. Yeah, they did leave some guys on base, but they got some timely hitting when they needed it. They got the pitching when they needed it, and the defense has been outstanding, and that has made a huge difference for the team as Coach Chandler Wagner makes his way up here, and he's got a grin on his face, which I like. Talk to him about the win here as Wagner's coming on in the door. Steve Stein's going to join us here as well, but boy, great outing once again for the pitching and for the Sodbusters to take 2 from Fremont. And on a warm night, Chandler Wagner joins me here as he puts on the headset. Coach, congratulations on the win once again. Another good game.
Thank you.
All right, you got to put your your microphone. There we go. It's a little stuck. So good job tonight from the guys.
Yeah, thank you. That was awesome. For us to play back-to-back clean baseball has been huge, and I think that's 3 or 4 straight games now we have made an error and pounding the zone. Schroeder was awesome tonight, so we needed that.
That's what I was going to say. Last night you talked about you wanted multiple innings from him, and you got it. He doubled his longest outing of the year.
Yeah, that was huge, and that's exactly what we were looking for in a spot start from him. And I think he went over what we were looking for. So
Ryan Melvin's been outstanding out of the bullpen his last several outings. Again tonight he did good, and Bigham came in and just threw cheese.
Yeah, I mean that's just what Bigham's kind of done for us all summer, is come in and shut the door. And with the 4-run lead, we didn't know if we were going to go to him for sure, but we wanted to go to him, just finish the game, so he was good.
I remember about a week ago at this time, you and I had a conversation, and you challenged the guys to string hits together. You've had multiple innings this game, 3rd inning, 5th inning, 7th inning, where they have strung at least 2 hits together. That's something they have accepted the challenge, and they've answered.
Yeah, it's been huge for us, and getting the leadoff guy on has been huge. I think when we really struggle, when we have out one, it's been tough for us to score runs. So for the leadoff guy to get on and string a couple hits together, it's been big for us.
Talk about Matt Hallback, what he's bringing to this team. He's just swinging a really, really good bat right now. He's seeing the ball excellent.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive what he's doing, to be honest. For a incoming freshman to come into a league like this and do what he's doing, it's been awesome to watch. So I'm pretty impressed with him, and I think he's going to have a great career wherever he goes after this. At UC San Diego, they got a good one.
Cole Dawson, 2 hits tonight. You had Luke Solis with 2 hits tonight. And Buster's just getting the double plays. I mean, this defense is so solid. Brian Frew said it earlier in the game that you've basically got 3 shortstops out there with Lombardi, and you've got Solis, and you've got Cole Dawson. And those guys have such good hands, and the way they turn it, it's smooth.
Yeah, I mean, Dawson was huge for us all summer at short. And then when we got Solis, I just like how they work up the middle together. And then having Lombardi, a guy that can play all over the infield, has been great for us. And just moving all 3 of them around and kind of rotating them around has been big, and it's gotten us out of some innings that could have went the wrong way.
And not taking anything away from Trevor Madsen. Anything in that vicinity of first base, he is going to catch it. Foul ball, fair ball, in the dirt, anything. He's got great hands as well.
Yeah, I think that's been the biggest thing in the last 4 games is our defense. A lot of the time we'll give up free 90s, and the last 4 games I think we've been pretty solid on defense.
How's the attitude down in the dugout? When I've been down there before games, guys have seemed to have some smiles on their faces, seem to be pretty happy, and a 4-game winning streak will do that.
Yeah, it's been awesome in the dugout, a bunch of energy going on. So I think they're excited and to see what they can actually do, and I think they're just looking to finish strong right now.
2 games against Fremont left in the series and in the season. 1 here tomorrow night, and then 1 in Fremont. And you guys are, you've seen enough of them this year, but you'd like to finish out, maybe even get the home sweep against them tomorrow with the win.
Yeah, just another quality start on the mound. If we can get that, I think we'll be in another good situation to get another win. So that's what we're looking for tomorrow.
All right, Chandler Wagner, manager of the Sodbusters. Sodbusters win it 4-0. I think Steve Stein's going to jump on here and talk about some things too. Coach, good win. Thanks for coming in. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors, no runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for Fremont. Busters win it again. Steve, let's get your thoughts.
Hey, Jake Schroeder, it all began with the pitching, and for him to come out and do what he did, he had a pretty decent relief outing when we watched him here the last time before the All-Star break, and that seemed to give him a little confidence and come out to throw 6 zeros. And then Ryan Melvin's been doing what he's doing lately, and just really solid relief. And you talk about the defense. That has, when you believe your defense behind you will make plays. It's so much easier to get out there and throw strikes because, okay, well, there's a ground ball to shortstop. It's probably going to be a double play. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. That's going to be an out. I mean, you're not afraid to throw it in there because guys are going to make plays behind you. Not very many people are going to hit a home run out of this place, so throw strikes and see what happens. And right now, Sodbusters have got it clicking. It's really neat to see this happen late in the year for this group, especially as young as they are. There's going to be a lot of these guys who probably come back next year, and this can maybe set the foundation for what could be a really special summer next year because you're playing some dudes. I mean, Fremont's got a really good team, and they're still, in all likelihood, going to win the second half unless it totally falls apart in the final week and a half for the Moo, and so they'll probably be a postseason team again after they won it all last year with all those returning players. So to do it, not only to do this winning streak, but to do it against Western Nebraska and Fremont, pretty impressive, and hopefully they can keep it going tomorrow.
Tonight, against Fremont, you look at Fremont, okay, so they have guys batting .308, Push is batting .308, Morphew batting .307. Both of them went 0 for 3 and 0 for 4 tonight. Luke White hitting .317. He hits everything. He's 3 for 4. E.J. Taylor was batting .400. He only had one hit tonight. Dylan Sears batting .308, only had one hit tonight. So, I mean, you're getting out some really tough hitters on some ground balls. The defense, I love when Schroeder got the double play and he just fired up. He spun around and threw his hands up. And then when Melvin bailed him out with the double play in his first inning, he came out, he was the first one out of the dugout, ran out there to give him a high five. I mean, you just love to see that kind of stuff. Everybody's got faith in everybody else, as you said, and it's all clicking right now on all cylinders.
And the game-ending double play. Oh, my goodness. I mean, Leaper runs pretty well. And for Solis to get it to Dawson to turn that one, I thought when that ball came off the bat, I thought, well, maybe a base hit. And not only wasn't it a base hit, it was the game-ending double play. That was pretty impressive for them to end it the way they ended it.
And he had a little bit of a problem going between the glove and the ball. I mean, the way he got rid of it wasn't the smoothest thing, but he's got such a good arm that he fired it over there. And Cole Dawson with, shortstop arm playing second base is just a rocket from second to first. And Busters win 4 in a row now, 2 against Fremont, coming back tomorrow to try to sweep the series here at home. And then they'll take one more on at Fremont on Thursday. And the Wheat City comes in the town this weekend. And so Busters playing really good ball right now and kind of playing spoiler for some of the other league as Western Nebraska is winning again tonight and Spearfish winning tonight as well.
Spearfish is the team. They win today. It's early against Pierre, but they would be only a game back of Fremont. And like I say, Western Nebraska, they don't care. I mean, they're going to be in the one-game playoff at the end, but it could come down to Spearfish and Fremont in a flat-footed tie by the end of the weekend unless Fremont can get it going in the right direction. Spearfish is playing pretty well right now, and Sioux Falls is right there, but they've losing to Western Nebraska two in a row hurts their cause.
Right, Western Nebraska already won the first half, so they're already in the playoffs. I mean, they're obviously not going to roll over and play dead, but Spearfish could really squeak in, and if Hastings keeps beating Fremont, that's going to help out both those two teams and work their way up. And if Spearfish keeps beating Pierre, that'll help Sodbusters as well because Pierre's the only team underneath them. So it's just interesting how it's all very close together here at the end of the season.
Yep, and for Hastings, in terms of the records, doesn't matter. Just come out and play good baseball, get these guys some more at-bats, and you have a chance to win some games. It could be a heck of a lot of fun to put the capper on what's been a pretty tough summer if they can find a way to keep playing the way they're playing here, particularly at home, because if they've struggled at home sometimes this year. So need to win 4 in a row and 2 in a row at home, and you'd love to beat Fremont again tomorrow.
And my favorite thing in baseball is base running, and I love defense. Those are my 2 favorite things, and they've been doing those very well lately. They haven't run themselves out of innings too much, and the defense has been outstanding. Yeah, everybody likes home runs; those are sexy. But I love defense, and defense can make it pretty. And the way that game ended tonight was pretty. Love it. So wrap up the broadcast here for Steve Stein, for Nate Miller, for Brian Frew, Coach Wagner, and the entire Sodbuster crew. Busters win 4th in a row by a score of 4-0. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Pregame at 6 o'clock from Duncan Field. Good night.